Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. You're very welcome in. Going to do a bit of a flight. Have all my chores done. Right. Now, in saying that, right, as soon as I tried to start things, it's all shagged, nothing's working, it's broken. We'll fix it together. Yes, it's now going to be one of those afternoons, you know, troubleshooting or something. But we'll see how we get on. We're here with the Accu-Sim Comanche on the ground at Burr, where it's up the road. It's 2 degrees. Right, cold, and we're going to be flying to Cork because there's actually some snow on the way, and from Cork we'll ramble over to Kerry, and just a nice mid-afternoon flight, a MAF if you will, and we'll see how we get going here in flights in 2024. We're going to be using the Southeast Asian server, and we have some Skynet up and running as well. They have a new feature coming soon. It's called Groupie, right? And effectively what it is, at the moment it's very much still in testing, so it's only available to partners. But the idea behind it, I'll show you what it looks like. The idea behind it is you'll be able to plan your flight, share a code, and then everyone should have the detail in terms of your flight plan, your starting position, and where you're going to end up. That's the idea of it, plus a few other bits and bobs. But anyway, hope you're having a great day. I was very busy. Yes, up early both days, yesterday and today, painting, and I can't get the paint off me fingers. Look, you can kind of see it. Black paint, lads. Blisters and everything. Oh Jesus, we painted the stairs, not the actual steps but the banisters. There he is, and they're looking all right, you know. So we glossed them this morning, did the undercoat and general fixing things, you know. We got out the drill right, and well then this morning we applied some gloss, you see, but it took ages. There with right, but it's all done now. It's great. So now that that's done, I'm just going to moan about my sore hands and my back is sore. You know, things. Right, but anyway, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. I've noticed a couple of bugs just after firing the sim up. So well, let's see how it goes. Right, especially with tail numbers on the Accu-Sim Comanche, they keep changing on me. Custom tail number, and then, you know, it's like I'll just give you something random. It's going to be one of those sort of days, lads, you know what I mean? But anyway, is there such a pain? Wait, is there such a pain colour of Guinness Black? It wouldn't be far off it. Yes, wouldn't be far off it at all. But anyway, Eamon is here. Very good Sunday, good afternoon, and happy Sunday to you, Eamon. Vacuum is in the house. Retriever Neil, good afternoon. It's cold. I'm wearing very warm clothing, thanks to flightsimtees.com. Did you see the thing with the oak? Look, hang on. Oh Jesus, I nearly pressed that button. It's over here. Look. Look. Right, you too can be wearing warm clothing that'll make you look intelligent and stuff. Head on over to flightsimtees.com and you can use the discount code below. It's Gibbo's setup and his lovely clothes. Lovely. And now he can never slag my clothing again. No matter what he says, he can never slag me clothing again. He'd always have to say, Jesus Murph, you're looking all right there, you know, rather than the usual bleeding antics he gets, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, leave that there for a minute. But anyway, that's the crack there now. So who else came into the door? Retriever Neil, good afternoon. Sim Guy is here. Ups and down again. Mrs. GPHI, welcome aboard. Mac Vision, welcome in. UTB 640. You're very welcome aboard. Happy Sunday, buddy. Balut is here. AZ Blue Line, Brillar Gaming and Toto. $24.95. Walk into the bar. Pints, please. Captain Cocktail, happy Sunday. Crafty Tigers is here. The first Sunday of 2026. How is it treating everyone so far? We've been busy, a busy day. Canoe Head 2, good to see you. Gibbo is in the chat, good to see you, man. Oh, Jesus, Spitfire RAF 100, a very happy afternoon to you. Peter is here, welcome aboard. Kira, good to see you. Heisenberg, he says the choices were flyage or do the wash. Who needs clean clothes on a Sunday anyway? That's right, do you know what I mean? When you be in work now tomorrow, you know... Flying. I did flying yesterday, right? They should have like avgas links. I'm just saying it'd be brilliant, you know, or Jet A, you know, from links. They keep them far back now, but we'd like it, you know. Strap is here, good to see you, buddy. Norse Viking, welcome aboard. Just Roy is in the house. Hey, Roy. Stu Snape, welcome aboard, man. Malky, a very good afternoon. Using kids' paintbrushes. Shag off! Do you know, even the missus is saying, Jesus, you're able to paint fairly fast considering you've small hands. I don't have small hands. This thing that you say that I have, I've normally aspired, what's the word? Normal aspiration. I've normal size hands. Vicious rumours, you know. Jesus. Norse Viking, 4 months. Cheers, buddy. Thank you very much indeed. Cracker is in the house. Good to see you. Is there? Yeah, there is. Getting old, Murph. Bad back. Yes. Maybe I have to use thinner. I did. I plastered my hands in turps. White thinner, paint thinners, turps, or white spirit. You know, what do you call it? Basically, it's turps. We call it turps. Was that like a brand, I suppose? You know. We hauler, good to see you. Kill Switches here. Soaring AJ. AJH man, hope you're well. Wills 1985, good afternoon. Retriever Neil says, I was just to start an in-depth learning of the RJ when you popped up on my notifications and I thought I'd learn something or join Murph. You can guess what one. You learn something here with me, you know. I don't know what it is, but we'll find out. Fly Murph, good to see you. They're not small hands, they're just very far away. You're back in the will. He's back in the will. Spoken like a true Murphy. Yes, indeed. Who are you trying to convince about your hands? You or us? Yeah, but listen, right, I mean, look, me tail number keeps changing. It's now November 915 Delta Delta. Look, that'll change again, I promise. There's a bug. There's a bug at play. We'll find it and give out. Where is this now? It's the camera angles. Sure. Brillar, welcome in, and thank you for joining us on YouTube. Heart Healer is here. Welcome in, buddy. Who's this now? Meek. Wait now. Mick McClay, it looks like. Welcome in, buddy. It's minus 16 with Brillar. Jesus. Minus 16, man. Bloody hell. Right, that's cold. That is proper cold. Right, we'll jump into this and see what the story is, maybe, because it seems to be acting the EICK a bit. So turn off that and come on over here. And let's see what happens. Armchair Aviator, thank you indeed for the follow. You're very welcome aboard. Where's this now? All I can see is black and white where the numbers should be. Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? We'll jump in here and see what happens. So, my tail number has now changed, look. November 824 Whiskey Tango. I mean, you know what I mean? Why is it changing? I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to, hang on. Are my cameras working? Because Chase Plane stopped a minute ago. Yeah, they're back working. Right, let me exit and jump back in because it doesn't seem right, does it? It's all shagged. Captain Gaiman, good to see you. Dougal McTavish, the chairman. You're very welcome in, Dougal. Hope you're well. Right, let's go back up here to the aircraft and we will configure. And if I look at the identification, that's what I'm using, look. Echo India Tango Tango Mike, right? Now, I wonder, Echo India Tango Tango Mike, we'll bring up Say Intentions here. I don't think Say Intentions could do anything with regards to changing your stuff, but we'll go in and check it. Let's have a look. Identity. We'll do this. So we're going to be Echo India Tango Mike, right? Let's see if... Oh, jeez, I'm after breaking it. Hang on. Try that again. Echo India Tango Mike. Right. Tail number, don't worry about that. Right, let's save that, right? And I don't believe there's anything I need to do inside in the... Let's configure this again and we'll change one letter just to make sure that it saves. Because these things used to be shagged all the time, didn't they? So, Echo India Tango Tango Mike, call sign we'll put in as well, and flight number. We'll put them all in as the same, right? Validate. Save and back. I have telegraph poles, really. Apache's here, good to see you. Are you sure the livery allows dynamic reg? It does. I'm doing a flight to London. I'll detour to Burr, or to Burr. Yeah, ATC will totally get it. Yeah. Shouldn't you have a pound heavy for the Christmas indulgence? Yeah, thanks, Stu. Yeah, brilliant. Right, hang on. We'll jump over here on the ground, shut down, and we should all be set up here normal. Yes. Live time and live weather. Jesus, that's making noises. Do you know what I've done now since? I've turned down my CPU. Huh? Yep. I put it onto balanced mode, where before I always ran me Windows power plan run maximum performance. I've turned it on to Jesus, look. I've turned it on to balanced because I was reading up in the old X3D stuff. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens here. Ready to fly. Echo India Tango Tango Mike. Right, so it worked there. Why is there someone in a jet? Sounds very loud. Now, let's see. Buttons are working. Yes. Mac Vision. What are you in? Echo India Tango Tango. Okay, so now it's looking right. That was strange, wasn't it? And the weather is definitely doing something interesting. So here we are, Bigar, in our beautiful Comanche, right? And I'm going to set this machine up for the way I like to fly it. So let me see. We're going to go to more apps. We're going to go to this is getting ridiculous, isn't it? The amount of pages of stuff that you just don't need. But anyway, flight info, that's all grand. Controls, park and brake should be on. Tie downs, control lock. We can keep all those off, so that's fine. Now, give us an old GTN 750 with a 650 beneath it, just for the sheer crack of it, right? Yeah, use balance power for X3D. Yeah, it's mad. I did, Roy. I watched it this morning. That's why I said, Jesus, I better check that out. One time you should do Southwest Airlines. Beast, yeah, good idea, buddy. We must do that, actually. Do you know, there's a lovely livery for Southwest for the 737, for 737. Must do that. Right, we'll go 6 gallons in our tip tanks and we'll keep our main wings full. And then we have our maintenance, and we've all the fancy stuff. She's a modified Comanche, you see, with all our stabilator tips and wing gap seals and even slipper fairings. We have it, lads. So that's all looking lovely. We'll start her up and have a listen to the engine, and we'll know what the crack is. So fuel valves are open. We're going to go with the beacon light and battery switch. Gear is in the down position. Flaps, don't need to worry about those. They're mechanical. All right, so there's our beacon light, and we can hear some gyros starting to spin and come to life. We will now from here get some nav lights turned on. There needs to be a way that like we can quickly move these as well. Do you know, if there was like a grab and kind of throw, that could work. Hey, Steiny's here. Good to see you. Mac Vision is in a latitude that took off like a heli. It works. Kyle, welcome in. Mr. Minimite, welcome in. Who else come in there now? Sourdough Man. Happy Sunday, bud. Right, so before we get going here now, although we do have the battery on, we're going to start it up and let it warm up. Not the idea. So we'll go prop full, mixture fully rich, open the throttle, fuel pump coming on, and we'll give it a couple of blasts of primer while we're waiting for our fuel pressure to build up. It's cold out here today, so we're going to give it about 5 shots of primer, right? And this is the native 2024 version of the Comanche. Okay, so we'll lock the primer, disengage the fuel tank, turn on all our mags, and we'll try and give this a start. So we'll say clear prop and see what happens. Ooh. Easy now. Keep the RPM around 1,000. That's a good start. Oil pressure's rising. Jesus. Casey Wingboy. Thank you very, very much indeed. Lads, if you got a tier 1 sub with thanks to Casey Wingboy, do be sure to say thank you. Absolute legend. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate you. Uniform Goose is here. Good to see you, Goose. Hope you're well. Murph, did you also check out the NVMe driver update, which uses Windows 2025 Server? It resolves the old SCSI driver, which slowed down SSD disks. A little register trick will do the trick. I didn't see that at all, Roy. So the NVMe driver update, which was used in Windows 2025 Server, do they make that available to everyone, I wonder? Yorkshire, good to see you, buddy. Wicked Lumberjacks is here for 12 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, man. Good to see you. Start the train. I'm telling you, the train is at the station. Right, let me see. Alternator is automatic in this thing. Our circuit breakers are already in. What else do you want to do? Our nav lights are on. Avionics can come on. And we're just going to sit here at about 1,000 RPM. Ease out the mixture so we don't put too much carbon and dirt onto the machine. And what I want to show you here, lads, this is part of it's a new feature coming to Say Intentions. Now, how they do this, it's made available to their partners first, mainly for like early access. I mean, that's what this is, right? And effectively how it works is I can go off and schedule a flight, and I can say, right, we're going to go from this airport we're going to go to that airport, so your departure and arrival. We can put in our suggested altitude, how long it's going to take us, the distance, we're going to see the winds and all the rest. We can also assign arrival gates, which is nice. That's going to be where we're going to be parking when we get down to Cork. We'll probably head down to Atlantic Aviation. Departure parking, that's where I'm going to be. And then we have this arrival parking. And there's stuff here that we can throw in, as in, you know, you can download for your calendar for the likes of Apple, or you can download it into your Google calendar, so it'll remind you. It's almost like how events work on Discord, and then we can just copy the flight here. And my understanding is, because I think Gibbo tried it, he says, Murph, that's only working for partners. So there's the link on into the chat there now. My thoughts, well, here's an FAQ, this will tell us. My thoughts on this: what is Groupie? It's a group flight planning and coordination tool inside of Say Intentions. It lets pilots create, join and fly together in organised group flights with shared flight details, parking assignments, messages, voice coordination and live in-flight tracking without relying on messy Discord planning. So it's currently in alpha, only available to partners. Once the feature matures, it'll be released to the broader Say Intentions user base. Now, my understanding, and it is the plan of Say Intentions to make Skynet available to everyone in flight simulation, and then they'll probably possibly keep something like Groupie to subscribers of the service, right? That's my understanding. I could be wrong on that. I'll double check, but it's something kind of new and cool, because it's a way of orchestrating and planning all your flights, single click of a button, and then away they go. Yeah, so it's a partners only. So that makes sense, Gibbo, because they're saying here it's currently in alpha and only available to Say Intentions partners. Once the feature matures and exits alpha, it'll be released to the broader user base. All right, so that's what it is at the moment. So rather than, you know, releasing it to the masses and like they get inundated with issues, the idea is it goes out to the partner group first. That's how they do all their early access stuff. So either way, right, when we're using Say Intentions, or if you're using Say Intentions, right, and we're doing a group flight, well, if you bring up your dashboard or the client, right, this guy here, and if we go into our settings and we go over here to multiplayer, right, well, inside multiplayer, the group code, you type in TTM, that's our group. So we're going to enable Skynet multiplayer traffic. And anyone who's familiar with using exterior multiplayer injectors, it's something similar to JoinFS. Similar, right? But they have all their own stuff up and running, right? So here's the groupy stuff that we can do. Here's a live flight that we're doing, and we can go in and create other flights and schedule other flights and so on. So Captain Cocktail is loaded in as well. Nice. So there's also you know, there's messages here. No messages, yes. We can post a message, so we can put, you know, and that's just to the group. So the idea being is this stays with the group, you know, what gate, where am I at, what we doing, and so on. We can also edit our registration. I wonder if that's a problem. No, call sign is correct. Edit the flight or open registration. Are you sure you want to reopen? Users will be able to join the flight again even if off the block time has passed. Yeah, go on, we'll reopen it. So the way you can do it is you'll see that there's a flight starting off. Do you know what I mean? So you can see a few more jumping into it there now, and you can see all of us here on a moving map. But it also means then that, you know, we can communicate with each other, because you can see all the information, you know, who's flying with us in the group, so on and so forth. I need to figure out now our default channel for communication. I think they changed it, didn't they? I think they changed that, lads. So hang on, if we have a look here, group, so 123135, right? So if I put in 123135, that should just be our group. So we'll try it. Radio check. And other pilots in our group should hear that, and they should be able to respond to me. So it's effectively using it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's radio communication via the sim, powered by Say Intentions. That makes sense. But it used to be like we could set anything. Now 123.4. I wonder, do we need to go into the settings here? There we go. 123135. So let's just double check that is correct. Group 123135. Hello, radio check. So if there's anyone in our group that hears that on the radio, if they tune in to 123.135, but by right they should hear, well, me, and they're able to respond, and it's just like a chatter frequency. I'm sure, you know, you can open the door to loads of other stuff later on in life, but certainly at the moment, you know. So we're going to put in Kerry as our final destination, but our first leg is going to take us down to Cork Airport. We'll horse that in. That's looking good to me. And let me see, VLOC, we'll go to GPS. Now, we'll also get our taxi lights on here. And what else you want to do? Carb heat. It's going to be cold as, but sure, we knew that. So we keep this over here on the right hand side. And let's see what happens. Nottingham, a very good afternoon to you. Hope you're well. Now, Skynet should be working. Skynet should be available for everyone, right? So if you are using, say, intentions, use the code TTM. You should be able to see everyone who's flying along here, right? You should be able to. So if we go to, what was it, say intentions tracker. And we're going to go to Skynet.
Taxi via Zulu Echo, Yankee, X-Way, X-Way 2, Scandinavian 249.
My group are going to put in our code, TTM.
Tower Easy 72.
We're going to save that.
Runway 24.
And we want to limit our view.
Edinburgh Tower, no delay.
This is listening to everyone now, right?
Final runway 24, winds 320 at 3, cleared for takeoff.
Limit to my group, on or off.
104, send altitude 3500 feet, QNH 1011.
So here's everyone in our group so far, right? So wish that. Everyone in our group. So we have Heisenberg in a Bonanza. We have Peter in a Hughes, it looks like. Captain Cocktail, myself, and flying tonight. So these are the aircraft in our little group. And if all you guys who are flying with us, if you're all tuned in to the frequency 123.135, we should be able to all chat together, right? That's the idea.
Back and engines not approved. Face south, Qantas 882.
So radio scanner, we can turn that on or off. That's pretty cool, actually. I didn't know we could do that. So we can listen into a whole load of stuff. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Pretty cool what they're doing. And we have weather overlays and VF4 and IF4 and you've all the jazz, right? But anyway, with that said and done, looking around us here, I wonder did my tail number change? No, we're okay for the moment. Right, so we're here in Burr, and the weather here, lads, we'll double check this now on our GPS. We can go down to here, down one, waypoint info, airport. Let's put in Burr, Echo India Bravo Romeo, and let's see if we can get any sort of weather information. We are. So let me see, weather information here. Winds 250 at 7, good visibility, few clouds at 800, broken at 5,000. It's 4 degrees on the ground with no significant change. We'll see how this gets on. That will probably change as the day goes on, right? Mac D, good to see you, buddy. The crazy man from Ireland, Grand Cork. So 27, right, is what she's shouting at us here. So you can preview the airport. There's not much to it, right? It's a grass runway here, and that's what we have, right? 18 or 36, fairly straightforward. The wind is at 27, therefore we're going to aim for 36. And the wind is quite light at 4 knots, so I'm actually going to depart out of 18, because it's such a 4 knots is nothing. We're well able for it in this machine, right? So with that, off the brakes, bit of power. Make sure that our barrow and our directional heading is set, right? We're handy here now on the mad grass. It's a little bit bumpy. Unfortunately, Jepson's Burr doesn't work in 24. It's all over the shop with it's just all over the shop. There's Rex. There's Blute. So that's what the clubhouse is. Ormond Flying School. That's the name of this. Oh, don't go off the edge. That's the name of the you know, the flying school in Burr, right? We're rambling here in behind the lads, in behind Rex, and get ourselves lined. Riot. So what we're going to do before we get going here, a quick check on our mags. Hold the brakes, power coming in, mixture going in. Bring up the RPM to about 2000. We're going to check the left mag. Steady drop. Right mag. Steady drop. RPM up a little bit higher. About 22. Go ahead and check our prop. Okay, so what we were looking for there is going to be every time we cycle the prop, it's going to be a drop in RPM, then it'll be an increase in manifold pressure, and then it'll be a drop off on our fuel. So all is looking good there. So get ourselves ready for departure. We'll stick on the old probe heater there as well, pitot heater. And as I say, we're going to be rambling on down to Cork. So let us get this guy into action on the runway heading. We're going to use a notch of flaps just to help us with our takeoff clearance because it's a short runway here. And because we're at Burr, what we usually do, well, we're going to hold the brakes and power coming in. And off the brakes, let's go flying. Easing out, our speed's alive, coming up on 60 knots. Ooh, there's a bit of wind. Jeez, we're flying already at 65. Oopsie daisy. Positive rate. Gear coming up. A little bit of wind. Try and track the runway heading. There is a bit of wind here, so we just need to watch for that. Looking good. It's looking good. Easy now. Tow flaps coming in. Alright. Nice. Alrighty. So we'll do a little bit of VF4 messing around as we're flying here. We don't need huge altitude. Just going to ease off the power a bit. And give us a little bit of forward trim. What I might need to do actually is adjust the owl trim sensitivity in our tablet, look. So let me see, if I go to controls, advanced, rudder trim, elevator trim. So increase that. That's a lot better. Alright. So we're going to follow on the road here. We're going to go in the direction roughly of kind of Roscrea neck of the woods. There's visual reference points out the way here with some wind farms. We have some wind farms out here. So we're going to try and track to these, and then we'll be heading out towards Templemore, out that way, Turles maybe, out that way, as we kind of start rallying on towards Cork. So ease off the power. About 2400 on our RPM. Beautiful sounds here. And we'll duck back on the old manifold pressure here. Bring it back to about 21 for the minute. No need to be going too fast. Gorgeous. Alright, so it's live time and live weather. And it's fairly accurate looking out the window. Fairly accurate. Apollo, you're very welcome in. Good to see you, man. So we're starting to see these wind farms up in the distance there. Now there's a couple of sets of wind farms. We have these ones and we have another set over here. Out towards kind of Borrisacane and that. But we'll see what happens. Prop level on 24. We'll go 21. And what we're doing here, we're going to be flying on 21 squared, as we'd say, right? So that's going to be manifold and prop both at 21. And just get a general sense of what the engine is doing. You'll be able to hear it. Ease off our mixture does a little bit as well. Small bit of trimmage, watch your speed. So we're flying over Roscrea here. And then there's that wind farm. So we're going to keep that on our left. And we'll just make a small little course correction over to the right a bit. And that'll bring us down towards Templemore. Alright. Murph, even though you're flying VF4, are you using GPS as a secondary nav aid? We can do. Like, look at, even if the aircraft has, you know, a GPS equipped even if you are flying VF4, dead handy to keep it there, because it just gives you better situational awareness, you know what I mean? So as we fly here, that's the M7 motorway, so we're going to let me see, we can turn on our old S-Tech autopilot, let this power up. We're going to hold altitude around 2.5 is fine, maybe just a little bit below it. Watch your speed here. So our S-Tech autopilot is ready, so we're going to turn that on. Second button, put it into heading mode, right? And as our altitude drops just a little bit, we're going to engage the altitude hold switch, which is roughly here. Here will do. And we'll kind of give ourselves a bit of a bearing down to 180 degrees due south. And we're going to be flying out this road. This will lead us into Templemore. And then it's further on down into the county, the premier county of Tipperary. You see? Nice sounds, reminding of the Black Square planes. Oh yeah, Apollo, Black Square aircraft are awesome. What I love about Accu-Sim is purely because, or A2A, it's purely because of Accu-Sim. You know what I mean? Because the aircraft, I mean, they just fly. I still think the A2A aircraft, they're very unique on how they fly, you know? Black Square are gorgeous with the depth of systems and whatnot, you know what I mean? Alright, we're looking good. Fuel is running okay. Temperatures and pressures are running okay. Our cylinder head temperature is a little bit low, but that's expected. Outside air temperature is a miserable -1 right now. Is that degrees? It is. And we also want to watch our speed. We're fairly hockey in this now, so we might just ease back our speed again. So let's see what we can do. If we drop her back, let's go 20-20. Easy now. Nice and gentle when you're changing kind of engine controls. And a small little course correction here as well. Murph, I got a box of 40 bags of yellow Tato. Everyone knows the yellow Tato are superior. Whoa now, hold up. Whoa now. What sort of Tato are we talking though? Are we talking Tato or are we talking the northern brand of Tato? More wind farms there. They're actually building, or they've built, solar farms at this plant here as well. And you can see them from friggin' miles away on a sunny day. But in Ireland, we don't have many sunny days. But anyway, we're doing alright as we kind of ramble on down the road. Templemore is going to be appearing just up here on our right. That's where the Garda College is. It's also a lovely park there. Would you go way out with that, the Superior? Are you mad? The Superior crisp is Tato from this neck of the woods. We have cheese and onion, salt and vinegar, and one of the most favourites, smoky bacon. As far as I know, aren't they all the one company now? I think for years they used to be different, right? Apollo says the lever is on the ceiling. Yeah, that's the trim. A lot of Piper aircraft is above your head. That's, you know, you'd be twisting them and doing their stuff. Right, Templemore, just off our nose there to the right-hand side. See where that lake is? That's Templemore Park. We often walk that. It's beautiful. Disagree, cheese and onion is the yellow bag from the north. Oh crap, are they? I think they are. They're all the one company now, Murph. Yeah. It's alright. Come here. You need to put them in the fridge the night before you're going to eat them. It will change your life forever. Put them in the fridge. I'm telling you. Deadly. So there's the park at Templemore. You can do a couple of laps of that. And then we head out this road a little bit, and then it's a left turn, and this is the road on out to Thurles. Thurles, of course, the home of the GAA, amongst other things. So we're going to go Thurles. We're going to be flying over Cashel as well, and we should see the Rock of Cashel. Do you know, Walkers are both owned by Pepsi. Are they? Jesus. Okay, Comanche flying well. Commander Baloch is here. Good to see you, buddy. Happy Sunday. Right. So, Thurles is next, which is a bigger town. That's there in the distance. And then after that, it's going to be down to Cashel. Now, looking at the weather, right? I was looking at this earlier on. So, our group flight here with, say, intentions using Skynet. Here's the list of our aircraft here. Isn't that deadly, isn't it? Now, there's some pretty cool things I can do here, right? For instance, right? Wait to see this. If I go to intercom, And if I go to co-pilot, right? And if we pop Brian in there for the moment, and let's see. Hey Brian, can you tell me who's in our group flight?
I can't help with that. Let's focus on our tasks.
Wait now, hang on. Maybe he's not to be our co-pilot. Mentor? Merv, can you tell me who's currently in our group flight? Jesus, there's 3 Murphs in it now. I'm not sure about the details of our group flight, but I can help you with any aviation related questions or tips you might need. Let's focus on making this flight as smooth as possible. Murph, we're using Skynet. Our group code, Tango Tango Mike. Can you tell me who's flying with us? This used to work. I'm not sure who's flying with us, but let's focus on our flight and keep our communications sharp. Remember, clear and concise radio calls are essential for smooth operations. If you have any questions about ATC or flying techniques, I'm here to help. There's Gibbo in a 7-3. Jesus! I need to ask Brian how that works again. Because it used to work. They were able to tell us, you know. Tour guide. Would it be the tour guide? No, I tried a tour guide there. Told you I diverted the book. Wait, I heard someone on the radio. Did you hear them? Say again? Right, where am I gone? Turles! This is Turles. Ah, brilliant. Hazes be Jesus. Hazes Hotel is in Turles. Right, we're heading straight to Cashel. Speed is good, altitude is good, temps, pressures. I can't hear you. You're too quiet. You're too quiet. Say it again. How to talk without moving your mouth. FMJ, right? Very good. All the rattling. That's Aerotone supplying that rattling. Sounds pretty good, actually. Okay, Cashel is next, so keep your eye out, Duinda, because we're going to be looking for the Rock of Cashel, also known as Cashel of the Kings, or Castle of the Kings. Where is this now? Clappy, good to see you, buddy. What's the best day to go to the beach? I don't know. Sunday, because it's sunny? Was that the punchline? Brilliant. Right. Sunday, it's Clappy. We're on the same frequency, mate. Okay, small little bit of a right turn as we fly to Cashel. Jeez, it looks very nice out here, doesn't it? Would you look at the state? So as I said, I was looking at the weather earlier on, right? And if we go into Ventusky, and let's look at the old precip. So this is live at the moment. So we're heading down this neck of the woods. So I'm expecting us to see a bit of schnockta on the way to Cork. You see? Hey, Cat Battis here. Catus Battis. Good to see you, bud. Happy New Year, man. There's a good shot of snow there over Cork, and then we're heading over to Kerry. So keep your eyes kind of peeled, lads. Do you know? Wait, we're near Cashel. That noise is a little bit kind of, isn't it? Hang on. There's too much rattling up here. Aircraft movement. General aviation. Would that? No, that's not it. Turbulence? It's giving us the sound of turbulence. Interesting. Mrs. GPHI is over there, look. Interesting. I don't think it snowed in Cork because of all the hot air rising from them. Hans Gruber, good to see you. It's snowing in Cork, boy. There's loads of snow in Cork, boy. Right. Basically, to find the Rock of Cashel, you go to Cashel and you look up. Because it's a big thing. You see? Right now. Where? You have to come in the bypass, isn't it? Right now. This would be helpful if my window wasn't completely scraped. Jesus, now, Murphy, a fella living in Tipperary can't find the Rock of Cashel. There's Captain Cocktail. Oh wait, look, his plane is doing the mad crazy elastic banding. That's more feedback. There it is, look! There, Jesus, for a second, lads, I thought I couldn't find it. But then all I had to do was look down, look. Ah yes, the Rock of Cashel. There it is. Muse fan remembers that when there was a roof in it. Right. He's not here to defend himself, so you know what I'm saying? So there's the Rock of Cashel. Ooh. That's pretty fancy, isn't it? It looks a bit like Edinburgh Castle. Yeah, we built we built Cashel first. Right. Mrs. TPHI, I don't know how you do it, but you do it. According to Wikipedia, the two Tato companies are indeed separate. Oh, are they? Ooh. Right, next is going to be... Actually, don't we do? No, we're going okay. We might keep in a little bit right, though, because we're going to be rambling. Clonmel is over there. That's where they made Bulmers, or Magners, if you're over that neck of the woods. So Bulmers comes over there, right? Who knew Muse had blonde hair? Wait, what? Did he? He did now. Brilliant. What do you mean the Northern crisps are better? No, they're not. They're right. You need to take some serious consideration for your life choices. They're not nicer. They're not better. Let us just agree they are both superior than anywhere else on the planet. Right? They're Irish. They're better. You know. The Southern one isn't owned by an Irish company. They're owned by Largo Foods or something. Yeah, they sold it. Mr. Tato sold everything. You know. Bar Walkers. Don't Walkers. They needed your man, Gary Lineker, to do their ads. Do you know what I mean? Tato didn't need ads like that. People knew already how good they were, you know. Can confirm they're both better than any other crisps. Yes. Smith's Bacon Fries. Oh, Jesus. Are they the crowd that do the bacon fries? They're also the crowd who do scampi fries. Is that the same ones, Hans? The ones you get in the pub, the small little packets. You know, you get a terrible kind of taste for scampi fries, and then you smell like a fisherman. Muse fan is here, good to see you. We're talking about you at all, Muse. It's younger looking you're getting, you know. Yeah, they're the ones. And the long lost cheese moments. Yes. Yeah, remember those? They were deadly. They were deadly. Right, we're near Kerr. Or if you look at it on the map, it looks like Cahir, but it's pronounced Kerr. No sign of this snow, although there is cloudage. At Kerr, we're going to kind of keep right over the mountain, and then we're going to head down towards Mitchelstown. They make cheese in Mitchelstown, amongst other things. You have to see the King Crisps ad with Conor McGregor. It sounds like he's saying, don't listen, right? Ireland over the years has had many strange ambassadors. You know, we've had a turkey, a puppet like, and we also had, you know, a UFC dude. You know, the first wrinkle crisps. I've no idea what wrinkle crisps. Wrinkle crisps? Do you mean like Ridge crisps, like real McCoys? Now, real McCoys are good crisps. I will say that. Every bit of our food in the Republic is made in Belfast, like everything's made in China. Well. Right, Kerr is out my left window. And there's a deadly castle. It's not in the same. Kerr Castle. Have you ever heard of Kerr Castle? Hey, Alpha's here, good to see you. Did you ever hear of Kerr Castle? No? Terribly fancy looking. It's right in the middle of the village. Ooh. It's all castles and stuff down this neck of the woods in Tipperary. Do you know what I mean? Can we not just look at pictures? You can rent out Kerr Castle? Get out of town. So that's Kerr Castle. Isn't it very fancy looking? We've just passed it anyway. We need to go to Mitchelstown, so if we follow the M8? Yeah, the M8. There's the motorway there. I keep clipping through that. We'll hang a right here now and follow the road to Mitchelstown. I thought the turkey was named Bertie Ahern. Come here now. Do you know? I've ever been in Kerr Castle and the Swiss Cottage. Wait, what? Hey, Crotty, Dustin the Turkey was more credible. Anyway, for multiplayer on the one in the flight conditions for players while in flight. Any way to get multiplayer on? No, negative flying tonight. You need to go back out to the menu and enable it. Which is stupid. But it is what it is. We can't change it. Do you know? Jesus, this is looking nice. No sign of this snow that they forecasted. There is a bit of stuff down there. So we'll see, right? It's on your lasting shame that I can remember where Ireland, in Ireland, your aunt was from. Ah, right. The best food I had in Ireland was potato sandwiches. Yep. They'll do it. They'll jizz, then they'll do it. So we're going to do Mitchelstown for Moy and then ramble on into Cork. Well, as we ramble into Cork, we'll head out by kind of Cove and Hullbowline. Only because it's really nice. I don't think live weather is accurate here. But sure, listen, we'll run with it, will we? Live weather, -2 degrees, and the time of day is live, so yeah. Was Meteo Blue ever re-enabled, or does it still use METAR interpolation? No, I think it's Meteo Blue, as far as I know. Go ahead and say hi to Owen Reading while you're down in Cork. Owen, good man Owen, yeah. My live weather looks much more overcast. Yeah, this doesn't seem right, sure doesn't. There was someone talking on the radio just now. Clear skies are live. Let us see. Enable typical weather from parallel 42. And now we're going to give us live weather from the sim. Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Al says, I'm going to have to try the fridge trick with the crisps. I'm telling you. Skies are fairly clear in the northeast. Yeah, no, they shouldn't be down here. Like, if we look at cloudage, we should be in the absolute, like, Bijani then of it. So the clouds it's reading is from, like, friggin' 10 o'clock this morning. Not accurate now. There's no real way to reset that. Now we could use other programs like Active Sky, but I don't think I have it installed. And I think in order to get Active Sky installed, doesn't some of it need to live in your community folder? I think it does. Like if you come down here even and look at Cork, right? Echo India Charlie Kilo. Jesus. And if we want to have a look at the weather conditions, the weather in Cork at the moment.
Looks like Skynet is making duplicates. I'm seeing a passive helicopter and a Cessna.
I'm appearing as both a Cessna and a helicopter. That's very low. Right now. Ba 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 da. Ba 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 da ba da ba. Right, we'll turn this gadget on again and see what happens. The sun is splitting the stones in RT high, despite the snow on the ground. Have you snow on the ground, have you? Here in Cove it's bone dry. But is it sunny? Or is it cloudy? Ireland has strange weather phenomenon. It could be every type of weather in the 1 minute, you know what I mean? Now, come on, you devil, you. Right. There we go. Keep the sim down a smidgen. It's grey. More snow in Denmark. Say again. Beautiful sunrise. Mirage Airways is good to see. It's actually sunset. We're heading west. Yeah, it did about an inch of snow in the last 24 hours. No way. You're not outside making snowmen or something, News, no? Or snow women, you divil you. Is that just something that, you know? Right, left turn coming up for my neck of the woods. Let's see what happens. It's looking terribly nice, I will say that. It's just a little bit too clear. Active sky. Now, for active sky 2024. I'm almost certain I need to put a gadget into the community folder, don't I? Right now, do I have Active Sky? Hang on, lads. Let's see if we have Active Sky. I'm sure I have Active Sky. I was going to, but then I saw you were streaming. Sheffy, good to see you, bud. Happy New Year, man. Got a transcontinental flight coming up in a couple of weeks. 20 hours in the sky. Ooh, 30 degrees though when you get there. Nice. Weebles, good to see you, bud. Hope you're well. Active Sky Flight Sim. I do have Active Sky. Right. Download that there now. I don't think this will install with the sim running though. We'll find out together. Create a shortcut. You see, like, this works outside of the sim. I don't like Active Sky. I think live weather works better than before, says Mirage. Fernando, welcome in. We're flying down to Cork at the moment. We're about 25 miles out. All I want to see is who's going to give me more accurate weather, because this does not look correct for this time of day. So Meteo Blue is incorrect, right? This is the Comanche, yes, the Accu-Sim Comanche. Now we're going to launch this, allow it. Multiple local. Active Sky will use that. Yeah, go on. Okay, email address. Jesus. The two-tone Murphy. And my password. Uh-oh. How do we... Right. We need to do the license bit now. Let us see. This could take... Wait, can I not just copy the whole lot? Hang on now, lads. We're doing science here in the background, you know. Okay. Please enter the code. Unrecognized or new device. Please enter the code we've sent you in your email. New device. Yes. Let's go with Thatcher. The device has been verified. Thanks very much. Ah, brilliant. Now, let's see what happens. Connector insulation. Ah, balls. If you're using a typical one. Let's see. Oh, does this need something inside your sim, I wonder? Right, let's see. Privacy policy, yeah, go on. Connection waiting for simulator. Yeah, this will be interesting now. Do. Okay, so it's grabbing all the weather, but it doesn't say it's connected to me sim. So this could be unfortunate, because I probably need, it probably wants something in the community folder to communicate. And the sim would have to be restarted for that to happen. While we're doing this, as I said, I wanted to head out Cove neck of the woods, so we're going here to the left. Cove in County Cork. Okay, so it... Simulator... Oh, Jesus. Download interval There's a lot of information here. Can they not just make this simple these days, no? Warning, simulator. All I want to do is connect. Oh, they do have easy mode. No. Auto load, common. Use Navigraph data. Okay. Down. Disable. Say intentions has been found to be running and integrating with Active Sky. Would you like to? Yes. Okay, look, it connected to the sim, so live weather is active.
Visibility now.
No, it's still not right. No, still not great. So it is connected. Flying Tonight had a CTD. I don't believe you. Now, weather mode live. Now, how do we do this in Microsoft Flight Sim? Corn Wolf, thank you very much indeed. Don't we turn this onto clear weather? That's very confusing. I think we go to clear weather and then we tell the gadget, we tell Active Sky to do its thing. Isn't that right? I don't know. Switch to historical, use custom. You need to update True Navigraph Active Sky 2. Okay, let's see. Weather mode. Live. Real mode. So let's see what we can do here to connect. Because as far as I know, you just tell the sim to keep it on clear and Active Sky should draw everything else, shouldn't it? No? Oh, Icebird, really? Okay. So we should be able to select Active Sky. No. It should say Active Sky. So obviously it won't do that because I probably need to restart it. Would that be fair enough to say? Custom user preset. Now, is that Active Sky? Custom user preset. Weather mode. Historical. So, let's see if we go back a little bit. Go back to like 10 o'clock. Activate. So it's downloading the meters for earlier on. So if this weather here reloads, I'll know it's using Active Sky. If it doesn't reload, we're going to have to restart the sim at some stage to see if it works, right? That's like 10 degrees. That's just not right. So no, my theory there doesn't seem to be working. Although it's still downloading meters, so let's give it a second. Easy now. Okay, it hasn't done that in there. So custom preset, no. So, yeah, I imagine I need to restart this for it to work. Restart the sim. You know what I mean? Reboot first the in Navigraph program. You have a triangle, so it's using something else, says Yorkshire. But if we switch to live weather, I don't think it'll override a default, whatchamacallit. You know what I mean? Debug, database, PyRep, password, options, cloud options, warning options, general options. So we said, what was it? VATSIM online weather. Ooh. SimBrief user ID. Auto load, enable say intentions, use Navigraph data. Yes. There's normally an Active Sky preset in the weather, so yeah, restart. Yeah. At the top, yeah. So here's the problem. Weather control script. Could not detect. Ah, there we go. Alright. Okay, at least we know what the crack is now. Alright, thanks, lads. Weather back to live. Bum. Right, let us see. We're over Cork. We're going to hang a left and head out to Cove. Oh, jeez, this is nice. And what we'll do, when we land in Cork, we'll give the sim a very quick restart and then we'll see what happens. And we'll do a little bit of a mess between Active Sky and Meteo Blue, I suppose. It'll be interesting to see how it's performing, because I haven't gone near gone near Active Sky in over a year, you know, over a year. Right, Cork City by, and it's looking absolutely gorgeous. Man, it's impressive, isn't it? The photogrammetry down here is gorgeous. Flying tonight, good to see you, bud. Welcome back. So we're heading out to Cove and Hull Bowling. That's the home of the Irish Naval Service. And then you have Spike Island. It's very nice down here. Always foggy when you've been to Cork. No way. Northland Air, good to see you, bud. Welcome aboard. Right, a bit of diddly idle as we're flying here. Because it's pretty. Dave Cleary, legend Dave. Welcome back, Dave. Any animals at photo? Do you know? Good call. I doubt it, but you will have a look. Where's photo? You're over here. There. Oh, it could be up there. In fact, is that it there? Oh, that's pretty cool. They have the castle. So as you come in over the bridge, hang a left. There's the castle, and you can follow on this road. That's all part of photo. There's the golf course. So it's all over this way. There's the castle. Tis absolutely gorgeous over here, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. You're definitely not on that plane? Uh-oh. Fear not, for there's something terribly broken in the model matching. Oh, jeez, look at this now. Here's Cove. Ah, now, lads, this is gorgeous. So there be Cove. Next up is going to be Spike Island. That's it there. This will be a prison, amongst other things. And the other small little island thingy, that's Hull Bowling. Many years in an Irish band over in England. Ooh. Oh, we can't see any links or stuff, Murph. On Discord, though. Yeah, Murph knows it well. It's prison. Now, this is relatively old, but I imagine Bivalietna, I don't know, is James Joyce there, the Beckett. But it's very pretty. There's a great little restaurant and a bar there. It's the Titanic Bar. Oh, jeez, it's lovely. You can get yourself now an absolutely gorgeous burger and chips. You know. And there's an old, ye old sweet shop in Cove as well. Cove's a great spot. Right. We're heading to Cork. What runaway do we want? Winds. 280. It's only at 6 knots. Be 3-4. I'd only go 2-4, it's too small. Then again, we are general aviation, that could work. 2-5. Alright, autopilot coming off. Turn off the autopilot. And we'll head her over. Bit of carpet here. Cove was the last place Titanic took passengers from. Yeah. Indeed, and it was. Hey, Digital Mark, good to see you, bud. Good morning to you. Alright. We'll go with 2.5 and sure, look, we'll see what happens. Try to get the speed down here a little bit. So we're facing towards the city and then it's going to be a left turn. And let's see what happens. And then when we land, I'm going to restart the sim. The weather is starting to come up a little bit better now. But we'll see what Active Sky can do, right? Alright, let's go with the gear. The L three-way switch. Alright. Ease our way in. Nice and handy. 120 knots. Not your flaps. Little bit high. Alright though. Jeez, that looks lovely, doesn't it? Look at the friggin' lighting. Jesus. That's stunning, lads, isn't it? So when we land, we want to hang a left onto the other runway. We're going to park down by the old Atlantic Aviation School. Easy now. The missus was dancing to that. You think she was dancing? Jesus. Good to see you, Mark. Hope you're well, man.
Approaching runway 25.
That's some RAS working with say intentions as well. That's deadly, isn't it? On runway. Alrighty. On the glide. Drop our speed back. Bit of precip hitting us. Very light. And just keep feeding it in. Man, I do love flying the Comanche. It is absolutely friggin' gorgeous, isn't it? Easy now. Boy, take it easy, bud. Hope all's okay. Alright, third knots of flaps. Hold the nose a little bit. Watch the flare. Speed off some speed. Easy. There's a touch. Mindful of the nose gear. Alright. Flaps in. On the brakes. And we'll pull down here to the left hand side. So we stay on the main runway here. And we hang a left and then we hang another left about halfway down the way. Easy. Bit of speed up the hill. There is model matching like you've never seen it before.
Runway 16.
Ah yes, the old reliable tail dragger A320. I mean, it's a great machine, you know. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It looks well, doesn't it? In its tail dragger configuration. You have to pay extra for that though, you know. When you go to buy an aircraft like that, they'll tell you, a tail dragger, no yeah. Easy. Okay, but the weather is definitely looking better. We'll see what Active Sky can kind of throw at us now in a few minutes. That's right.
Approaching runway 34.
Easy now. Oh, look at that thing. Okay, beautiful little machine you're in. I imagine you're in a Fuga though. I had to turn all the model match and stuff down low anyway because the performance we were getting was terrible. Terrible. Alright. Easy now. Easy now. Alright. So, brakes on. And we'll tidy up here. So, landing lights, avionics off, carb away, primer's already off, strobes off, mags off, mixture out, parking brake is already set, pitot heat, and that'll do us now for a little while. So, we're going to restart the sim because I want to see the owl Active Sky gadget. I wonder will I have to verify or reinstall it? I wonder, right? The Comanche, yeah, it's so nice, isn't it? Comanche's friggin' awesome. Right, let us go back into Active Sky and let's see here now. So it says weather control script is not running. Click for details. Couldn't detect if the weather control script was running. So if I go to the installer, right? Close you. If I go back into the installer and wait for the sim to be closed, we'll see if this works, lads. So our next leg is going to be from Cork, short hop over to Kerry, right? So the sim is closed. We'll okay this. We'll accept that. And we'll just do a quick reinstall. Let's see what happens. Default Navigraph data was not installed as existing nav data was already found within the installation. Right. Close that for a minute. If you're going to be Navigraph Hub, wasn't this sorted? So if we say outside the simulator, aha, whoosh, installing Active Sky nav data. Ah, brilliant. Right. Hopefully this doesn't take all friggin' day, and then we'll horse it in and see what happens. What else? What's taking its moment? Do I need to update anything else? No. No. Outside of the sim, right, we're in. Brilliant. In we go again. And let's see what happens. So, Active Sky. So I want to pin you to start. Pin to start. Now, where does this need to live? Would it be under nav? We could put it under nav. So, Active Sky, come up here one, and we'll drop you into nav. There we go. So there's Active Sky. folder. FS Realistic, we won't use that just for the moment. So we'll go ahead and fire up Active Sky. Yes. What the hell? Does it not remember, you know? Your email address is me. And my password is, this is the shagging password. Active Sky loading. Oh, yeah. Okay, waiting for the simulator, downloading all our stuff. Let us see what happens. It's been ages since I've used Active Sky, so I'm kind of excited to see how it depicts the weather. Now, while that's doing its thing, well, let's go in and have a look at the actual weather, shall we? So, what I should be doing, what time of day is it here in Ireland? It is 4 o'clock. So, between 4 and 5, we're expecting about 100% cloud cover in Cork. And if we look at our precip, there's snow in the area. Now, as we ramble out towards, that's 3 hours, let's go hour by hour. As we ramble out towards Kerry, we should be getting light snow. And when we leave Cork, it'll be heavier heading into light snow. That's what we should be doing, at least from a forecast perspective, right? And then the cloud cover, it's not going to change. But there is a band of stuff moving across the country on the south. That's why we're getting some snow. So around Kerry, by the time we get there, it's unlikely it'll drop back. But we'll see what the crack is. So we wait for the sim to load in. I love how the Comanche feels. No other plane comes close. The Aerostar is the very same, Elf. Very same. Aerostar. The Aerostar is every bit as good as the Comanche, except you're getting a twin engine. And of course, you're getting the performance of the Aerostar, which is it's a phenomenal airplane. You know, I'd love for A2A now to, lads, here's an old Cessna 172 proper. Yes, that would be class, or even a 180. I don't mind like a 182 or a 172. 172 because you can probably do it. It'd be a little bit better for kind of cross country stuff. But yeah, I think a study level variant of a Cessna, I think it'd be class. It's needed. The Asoba one isn't bad, but like it just feels a little bit kind of linear, a little bit on the quiet side. Do you know what I mean? Or the simple side. We shall wait unto see. Right, let's have a look now. New device detected. That's grand. That's grand. And that's grand. Right. Active Sky. It's been friggin' ages since I used it. It's pretty cool that Say Intentions knows exactly what it is as well. It just talks to it. It is, Murph, it is. WB Sim 1 is close. It is, but even like getting that working on 2024, I think is a bit of a faff, isn't it? I don't have a good twin. It's either the Aerostar or the Piston Duke. The Aerostar is okay, so if you like A2A, you won't be disappointed with the Aerostar. But I think the Aerostar kind of typically has its own unique sort of pilot. Do you know what I mean? Kanzui is here. Good to see you, bud. Hello. Like the Black Square aircraft are excellent as well. They really are, but it's how they fly. Do you know? A2A just have the edge with Accu-Sim. But the systems depth and everything, sounds and like Black Square is right up there. It really depends on your type of aircraft. Like the Dukes or the Baron. Excellent aircraft, The Dukes are really good. Virtual Pilot. Thank you very much indeed. 2 months. Cheers, buddy. Right. Let us see what the thing does with the yoke now. DA42. Yeah, DA42 are good. But they're at, there's a different, they fly really good. But I think there's a different, you're at a different level with some of the stuff from A2A and Black Square. Now, am I missing something, lads? Because I don't see anything that says Active Sky. And you're saying you all have Active Sky. So it says it's connected. live weather. We'll go clear skies for the minute and see what happens, right? Yeah, the DA-42, it flies really well. I hate twitchy aircraft.
You need to set parking brakes to request ground services.
Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, twitchy. Yeah, some of them are a little bit twitchy. But the black squares, like, we flew the 406 on Friday night. That's gorgeous mini build. The Just Flight aircraft in general aviation, absolutely incredible as well. You know, there's just some class aircraft. We have a lot of great options now when it comes to general aviation. You know.
You need to set parking brakes to request ground services.
Okay, the weather's doing all sorts of crazy now. So does this mean Active Sky is loaded? Aha, it is. Okay, so this is Active Sky versus live weather. Active Sky or live weather. Can we not choose both? Or we'd have to turn off Active Sky, wouldn't we? Okay. So let me just think now. Switch to custom weather. Custom weather active. And then we tell the sim, give me live weather. Look at that. It automatically kicks us off again. Why is that now? Active Sky is constantly trying to load in. On the world map, live weather had good cloud cover. Yeah, like this makes sense. Right? But what I'm trying to do is, how do I compare? Do I just close this? Your simulator is still connected. Do you really want to shut down? Yeah, go on for the crack. Logging off, cleaning up. Right, turn on the Sims live weather. Is this a bug? Oh no, we can go. Yeah, see that? It won't, that must be a bug. So we've no way of actually using the Sims live weather. Although it seems to be holding now. But that's not really an accurate. I mean, look at the clouds. Right? So that's what the sim thinks is happening. Right? Let's fire up some Active Sky again and see if this works. Yeah, go on in there. Auto log in. Straight in. Didn't Active Sky have all sorts of crap trying to load in and it wasn't able to do things and, you know? Remember that back in the day? I imagine it's somewhat changed now. Right, options. Weather control. Let's go live weather. And yeah, I mean, look at the difference there. Like, Jesus, lads. That's a huge difference. Yeah, so my live weather there seems to be a delay on my live weather. We'll start over here out of the way. So there seems to be a delay with my live weather coming through. So this looks pretty good. So we'll go with this. Semantic Warrior, good to see you, bud. Welcome aboard. Right, so gear down, parking brake on. Parking brake on. Master switch. Beacon light. I don't know what it thinks or how cold it thinks the engine is, but sure, we'll see what happens. Fuel pump. And we'll give this a couple of shots of prime. How did you slew? I just hit the slew button and moved. You can slew with chase plane. Okay, sufficient prime, I think. Turn off the pump. Mags. Clear! And let's see what happens. Chase plane, it's awesome. Alright. Good, start the engine. PD coming on. Avionics coming on. And we got some additional lights turned on here now as well. Okay, so flight plan. We're going to head to Kerry. Echo India Kilo Yankee. Enter. Back. GPS. LRM. And say intentions is connected. We'll tell it we're on a new flight. And I think we're good. I think we're good. Right, so, don't fill that. We're going to go with our landing lights and strobes. We'll put in EIKY because this would be VF4. No, beg your pardon, this would be IF4 because the weather's crap. But we'll see what happens here. So we're going to come off the brake and ramble forward. Weather definitely looking more convincing based on what the forecast is giving us versus what the sim is giving us. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Also, keep an eye on our cylinder head temperature and our carb heat.
Approaching runway 34.
We'll take off from here and see what happens. We'll just use an intersection departure and see what happens, right? Right, Mr. Rich. Alrighty.
On runway
34 remaining. 4,900 feet.
Loads. Let's go flying. Alright, take a power set. Airspeed alive. 60. 70. 80. Oopsie daisy. Pause and ready to climb. Gear up. See, it seems to be doing something with wind shear on the glass as well. See that? I never noticed that before. Easy now. Watch the trim. Jesus. Alright, nice climb out. That was an almighty bump. Don't know who to blame there, active sky or the plane. Alrighty, 21. Easy. Okay. Let's get some power into our autopilot. Wait for our S-Tech to be ready. We're going to stick it on heading mode once it all stabilizes. And we're going to keep it around 2,000 feet. Easy. Okay, put it into stabilization mode, heading mode. And we'll go ahead and lock our altitude at 2,000. There's 2,000. Okay, power settings. We'll probably go 20 on our speed. 21. Small bit of mixture. It's asking us to pitch down. And it seems to be happy there. Okay. Pitch down. Nice goggle on SI tracker. Is there? Senti, is this the best plane in 2024 as well? It's one of the best GA aircraft, yeah. It's very, very good, man. So say intentions tracker, where are we? We're down here. There is a nice goggle, look at this. So there's me. Echo India Tango Tango Mike. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I need to talk to Brian. There was a way to figure out who was flying. Do you know? Flipper Ally, good to see you, buddy. Okay, so we're gonna head out the, I suppose the Bantry road. So we'll hang a left here. And we'll head out towards kind of Macroom neck of the woods. Jeez, that's very nice looking. Nose down she wants. Speed is fairly lively. I mean, the Comanche can move. Easing out. Now trying to Blarney Castle. Jeez, the weather's looking fantastic with active sky, isn't it? Jeez. Blarney Castle, it's out the Macroom Road, isn't it? Where's Blarney Castle? Maps. Search maps. Right, Blarney Castle. Right, it's there. We'll go looking for it. Hang a left there now. Just north of Ballincollig. I'd say for Jesus, that looks very good, doesn't it? That looks excellent. She's looking absolutely gorgeous now. One of those in the background. Got it? I have a feeling I'm not gone out far enough yet. Maybe the road. Three kilometers behind you. Clappy, what's wrong with you? Have I a face like a slapped arse? Let's see here now. So if we look for landmarks, right? Oh, she's well back. She's well back in. So there's the river. Hollyhill, Carrigaline, straight up. Right, okay. Let us see. Let us see. It's up here, look. You can't stop laughing. What did I do, Clappy? It's because of a real serious tick heading me, looking at me screen, trying to navigate. Yes, it is, Murph. You look like a complete nutter muppet. Yeah, but you know, I think it's up here. I'm almost certain it's up here. Come on up here now, lads. It'll be grand when we get there, right? I think it's there. I mean, if I was a castle, I mean, that's where I'd be, you know? Jesus, that looks good, doesn't it? Alright. It is! It is! Easy now, Jemima. Try a little bit closer. Went to Drogheda this summer as an exchange student. You ended up loving Ireland. Nice! Drogheda, eh? You're going to cost me more money, Murphy, to showing off active sky. Hang on there now for a second, Eds, as we fly over Downey Castle. Don't ever kiss the stone. It's a trap. It's a trap. Easy now. Well, it is Blarney Castle. It has to be. It is. Excellent choice. Brilliant. There'd she be. Jesus, that looks epic. Epic. Look at the weather. Easy now, Sam. Easy now. Right. So we're kind of heading mad directions. We're going to hang a left here, lads, as we head out towards Macroom. Look at that with the weather. I'm impressed. Active Sky is doing a good job. Are you flying out towards the old, wall of weather? Now, we're heading towards Macroom, so we'll pick this up here in a moment. Let's have a look at this now. Ba-dum-ba-bum, ba-dum-ba-bum. You should... Now, we got some rain now, we do. Aerobat, good to see you. Timbo Destroyer of Worlds, welcome in. Yeah, it is interesting here now. Right, so Macroom will probably folly on the river here a little bit, rather than going kind of straight cross country, or sorry, direct to Kerry. We'll come down towards kind of Bantry neck of the woods and then spin up. Because the weather is starting to look very interesting. We're sitting on 2,000 feet. That's how it unzips. Right, now, I had one job. There seems to be an issue with delivery. Oh, look at the snow! Ah, brilliant! Oh, jeez, look at this. Ah, lads, this has to be Active Sky doing all of this. If I were to turn off Active Sky, are we going to have the same with Microsoft Flight Simulator? Or, you guys flying along with me, if you're not using Active Sky, can you now see snow on the ground out here? Max Pitcher, good to see you. Where do we fly? We're flying now in Ireland at the moment, out by Cork, heading up to Kerry. Retriever Neil has no snow. Storm has no snow. Ah, lads, this is giving Active Sky a bit of a pat in the back here, isn't it? That's accurate. because this is what the weather's supposed to be doing. Heisenberg can't get active sky to work. How did you break it? Yeah, clear skies and live weather. Flying tonight, that's what I had. That's why I'm using active sky. Gibbo, I don't know how you put up with me, honest to Jesus. He's like, Murphy, you had one job. Could you not just have, like, done it right? And I'm like, I downloaded it and uploaded it, you know. Oh, wait, hang on. Wait, I am right. Oh, wait. Brilliant! I'm right! I wonder, though, Gibbo, I wonder, can we just rename the file via the site, or would I have to upload a new file? Rename the site file, or does it need a new upload? I don't know if Gibbo can hear me. I can imagine he can. His ears to be burning. I've got dense clouds and precip. Interesting. Ah, nice one. Nice one. Cheers, buddy. I can never be trusted with technology. Ever. Right? Regardless of how, you know, things might come across. Jason, that Murphy fella, he knows I really don't. I break more things than I fix. I break more things than I fix. Do you know? Look at this. You don't say. Naughty Gnome knows it. I break far much more things than I break. In saying that, yay, it doesn't like the old camera hopping. Look. Gerblet says, and there is me that has been saying for the last few months, I never saw the difference between live weather and active sky. There you go. I'm shockingly surprised at how well this is. How accurate it is. You know. Who's that? Mr. TPHI, you've transformed into an MD-88 with no front landing gear at all. Yeah, Filthy, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Right, where are we actually going here? Oh, we're heading towards Bantry. Ah, brilliant. Is there any ice in my wings? Because this will absolutely, like, stop us in our tracks. Yeah, that's interesting. Bit of feedback for the lads that say intentions, just with model matching and stuff. Trim up. There we go. P.S. Mirandai, hello there. You're in the Scout in my lovely pink daisy livery. Oh, am I? Oh, Jesus. I miss flying the Scout. Does the Scout work? Oh, wait, hang on, the American Scout. Do the helis work for mini builds? Do you remember we had them in 2020? I wonder did they work? We're flying into snow here. This is brilliant. So according to VentuSky, this is what we're flying into right now. Look, where's my precip? So 5 o'clock. What time is it? Give us 1 hour intervals. It's now 4:45. So at 5 o'clock. I mean, that's very accurate. We're around here at the moment. Look, that's deadly. What do you want me to do? Right, up or down? Trim up. I'll trim up. The Cessna wants to... Right? John Morecambe, good to see you. Oh, it looks like icing. But I can't be sure. Trim up, trim up, trim up. Right. Right, we'll head out over Bantry for the crack and then head up the road, will we? So we'll amend our flight plan. What was Bantry? BN or BY? There we go. That's because the pressure is changing like mad here. Trim up. Now, Murph, the Western Scout does work. You're flying it today. Oh, Jays, does it? So what is it? I need to go into... Other than Jays, I just need to go into the 2020 stuff and enable it, I think. Is it? Jace. I haven't flown that chopper in ages. You're slow. Check your carb heater. I mean, look. Oh, look at this. The engine's not happy here at all. Manifold pressure is like freezing. Bit of RPM here and try and sort this mess out. We're slowly but surely dying because me friggin'... Now she's working. Jesus. We nearly fell out of the sky, look. Oh, Jesus. Robert Harrison, good to see you. Angry Lou, thank you for that. Annoyingly, the Scout Wasp are not in the 24 marketplace. Okay, so we just need to enable it. I wonder, are they working okay though? You know what I mean? Terrain alert. It's fine. It's fine. Just, what is the... Oh, it's the mountain, look. Jesus, that looks gorgeous, lads. Look at the state of the weather. Look at the cut of this. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous now, look? The Stadia Sim. Take a bow and just like be Janie then. It's gorgeous. Absolutely magic. Hang on, bit of tunage here. Asher, listen. That's awesome looking. You bought the Stream Deck Mobile, you're absolutely right, it's a game changer. Oh, nice one, PS Miranda. Do you have snow cover all the way down there? Yeah. Active Sky is doing a great job with the weather here. Real good. Now, keep an eye out for icing. Hey, Max Stallion! Welcome in. 20% off Active Sky on the Contrail site at the moment. Ooh. Well, I will say this, lads. It is working very well. When you put this against live weather in the sim, this is very, very good. Just Flight also have a massive sale on, so have a look at that. P.S. or Jace in a box, man. He's in a box, man. Good to see you, buddy. Happy Sunday. The only caveat, I thought if you buy it on Android, you would have the iOS version. Turns out that's not the case. Oh, really? Oh, Jesus. Really? It's like Gato trying to squeeze you for a few quid, like, you know. But I will say, using Stream Decks, game changer. Oh, look at the state of this. This is absolutely gorgeous. You may end up giving Just Right. The RJ is calling. Watch the trim. Alright, speed is good, cylinder head temperature is good, everything's healthy. Bring the RPM down a smidgen. Easy now. Something changed in iOS store. They had to change this. I didn't know, but that's okay. It's not that expensive. Yeah, was it like 20 bucks or something? I think it's 20 bucks. Right, easy now. Murph, I got your DM. Cheers, buddy. I'll have it now. Listen. Right, we're heading out to Bantry, which is actually a private, small little airfield. It's owned by a doctor, I think, or a hospital. This is absolutely fantastic. You can see nothing, and it's brilliant. Look at this. In fact, do you know what I need to do? Don't hit the mountain. Get into chase plane, because I need to adjust the camera. Camera 7. Save position. Now we're threshing. So it just means I can look left or right without clipping anything. Oh, this is terribly pretty. The RJ is brilliant. The RJ is real nice. The Avro RJ. Jeez, they've a good drop of snow below here, haven't they? We'll overpass Bantry Airport and we'll fly out over Whiddy Island and then head her on up over Kerry. Jeez, that's beautiful looking, isn't it? That's absolutely gorgeous looking. And like the difference we have, the mix between snow and no snow, isn't that gorgeous? Now if we were to go further south we would see more snow, and you can kind of see it there in the hills way off in the distance. Interesting. Anthony O'Brien, good to see you. Bantry is no longer meeting the requirements. Yeah, I've noticed that. It seems to be closed. Anytime I've been down there, it's closed. But you can actually get in and walk around. There's literally nothing there. There's a runway and a shed. I don't even... Well, it's a hangar, but like it looks like a shed. Really challenging little airport. It's freaking cool looking. Similar to Sligo, as in, you know, you've 20 feet and then the sea at both sides, either end of the runway. Like, if you make it... Bantry's even less. Do you know? Alright, here's the weather starting to change. I don't like that transition. It needs to be a little bit kind of... You know what I mean? Like, it's not an instant pop in. You can see it trying to change. So the airport is, it's down here on our right side. Is that the bay? Because there's a lovely, that's the big super value. So there's the airport there, look. Literally, that's the airport. Let's fly over it. Black Ice Gabe is here. Gabe, thank you very much indeed. Snowing like a demon. Below in Kerry or above in Donegal, Gabe? There's actually a runway there. You're back in Donegal. Jeez. Ah, that's Daddy Malky. He on Flight Radar. Will we chance that for the crack? I think we will for the crack, will we? Whiddy Island. There's all old gun positions out there. Kind of Napoleonic neck of the woods, you know. Right, we're going to attempt a landing here. Autopilot, good luck to you now for the moment. We're going to hand fly this one in. Let's see what happens.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Bald Eagle, thank you very much indeed. Jesus, lads, they're going to start a hype train. Bald Eagle, thank you very much indeed for 33 months. Cheers, buddy. And Gabe is there for 53. Lads, thank you very, very much indeed. Look at the state of this. Whiddy Island. There's a lady who works in the pub out there. She's Tyke Furlong's aunt or great aunt or something. Apart from the lovely pints of Guinness, she makes a cracking ham sandwich. Right. Amazing. Then you have the Maritime Hotel in Bantry, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's a lovely hotel. And some of the walks you can do around Bantry, it's lovely. Highly recommend this place. Like, if you're to go down to Bantry for the crack, you do 2 nights, right? Your first day, just go for a walk around, a few pints in the village. The next day, go on out to Whiddy Island, and like you can walk the island. You can walk from the top to the bottom. It's not a huge walk, and like don't go over this neck of the woods. There was a terrible like oil spill and disaster struck there in the 70s. I want to say. Right, we shouldn't be doing this because it's marginal. It's not even marginal. This is not VF4 weather. But sure, listen, ease out with the power now. And watch that friggin' carb heat as we're doing it. Get the speed down. And drop the gear. Now, out the window. Let's have a look. So there's the airfield. I'm going to try and ramble in this way to it. The weather up in Scotland is significantly worse than it was when we flew on Friday. More thunderstorms or purely wintry? Well, this could be nice now. Hangage. Oh god, yeah. Country Flyer, good to see you, bud. We're down here in Bantry, and we're going to be rambling then up to Kerry. We'll stop at Kerry. This is going to be a mad landing because we're in dangerous territory. There's Bantry over there. Highly recommended, lads. And the Maritime Hotel, if you're watching, give us an old deal the next time you stay there, will you? Jesus. And if you're down this neck of the woods, you can go to the Toy Soldier Factory. Every signpost tells you you're a little bit closer, when in reality you're further. Alright, no runway lights or nothing. This is going to be brilliant. Easy now. Hello, Pox. Good to see you, bud. Happy New Year, man. Right, 120. We're a little bit fast here now. Alright, prop full, mixture rich, gear is down. This is going to be a challenge.
Can I get a refund?
No, there's no refunds. Ooh, who's landing? Jesus, who's coming in this way? Your mama. Listen. You're not in Kansas now, Toto. Oh, Jesus, there's been a terrible accident. Oh,
Dreamy, sleepy,
no.
nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Easy, easy. This doesn't need to be pretty. Just get it down. Oh, we bounced. Right. No, balls. Use the brakes. Jesus, we're on the beach. Oh, use more. We've ended up in Bantry Bay. I don't believe it. Stay on the beach. Stay on the beach. Textbook landing at Bantry. Yes, textbook. Look at the yucky booze we had there, look. There was some fish in the water going, Jesus, look at this fella. Did you see it?
It's the pilot.
Listen. It's grand. I need to come round the corner to go for a leak. That's what it was. Yep. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what it was. Right, bring the flaps in here now for a minute. It'll be edited out later, of course. Yes.
Jeez.
Lovely spot to set up some camping. Yeah. This is the man that did a stall course, right? Like a glove. Brilliant. Wait, hang on. I'm not the only agent in the parish, look. No, I am. That wasn't that bad. Jay, is that Mr. Cheap? No, Larry. Man, Larry. Wait, where are we going? This way. Easy now. Oh, Jesus. Easy now. Right. Now here's something that you may not have noticed before, Comanche fans, but have a look at the brightness of the lights with the engine on low. And if I rev it up, look at the lighting. Notice that? Will that happen again? Look. Low RPM. High RPM. The light, isn't that deadly, isn't it? Anyway, let's sit tight here for the minute with the brakes on. Brakes are on. Because I want to show you this place. So, Bantry, as I said, you can come into it from this way, and there's a small little gate, you know, and the gate is usually open, and you can drive in, park the car, and just go for a walk. A lot of people walk their dogs here, you know. They were walking the dog down in Bantry, and look at the size of the runway. Isn't it only terrible? So you don't even have 20 feet off the end of 07 or 07. This side you have a little bit more. Oh wait, hang on! Brilliant! Rico Games, no, he did better than I did. You know. Hang on. We have more pilots. Yes! Captain Cocktail! Brilliant! Here he comes with 2 planes! And Heisenberg, because they're using the same engines and we've double model matching. Oh! Captain Cocktail is down! Heisenberg! Jace, you want to put it down? Oh no! Jace, the brakes are fairly good in that DA42. Heisenberg said, no, shag this, I'm away. Right, anyway, isn't it mad, isn't it? And then behind us, as I said, that's Widdy Island. So I'll show you what the place looks like in the real world, will I? Where's me maps again? I'll show you. So if you come on down here. So here's there is Bantry. There's the Maritime Hotel, by the way. Look at this. Look, oh, it is very fancy, lads. That's the Murphy Suite, right? Look at this. Look at this. Look at the pool. Look. Ooh, right. And the jacks. And one of the bars. That's your view out the window up there. Look, it's nice. There's another bar. There's one of the restaurants in the bar. Isn't it very fancy, lads, isn't it? These are like you can get like apartments here as well. You can rent little apartments. I mean, look at that. It took them 26 years to take that photograph just for a clear day in Bantry, right? But it's a lovely spot. So that's the Maritime Hotel in Bantry, which is right here. And it's one of the most confusing places in the world to park, because they don't tell you how to park. It's underground parking, which means, and when you get down there, oh yeah, just go down the road there now, hang a right, and you'll see it there now. Go down under the bridge there, under the hill, you come back in underground, and it'll be lovely. What? So you go in this way, see where that car is pulling out, see the red car? So that's your entry for the car park. So the hotel is here. There's parking just down the street, and that's where you park down the street. You go down and under, and anyway, anyway, look, this is you can go down here then, into the marina or into the harbour, right? And the RNLI are down there, and that's where you get your lift out to Whiddy Island. It was like a tenner, and it's not like a car ferry. It's a passenger ferry, right? When I say it's a ferry, it's a small little boat. You'd fit maybe 8 people on it. That's it, right? And the ways to be giving it all of this. Brilliant. Anyway, that's out to Whiddy Island. Where we are, we're over the road here below at Bantry Aerodrome. Now, can we drop the little man in? We can, look. So you come down here where the gate is. The gate is open, look. And this is what it looks like in the real world. That's where I just did a bit of a runway excursion, right? But here it is, look. That's all there is. They were doing digging work down here, look. How old this picture is, I don't know. That's as far as we can go with the little man. But look how close you are to the water. Like, isn't it absolutely mad? 2021 was this photo. And look down the far end, even less of a chance. You're in the drink and that's it. And there's a little shed, which I'm trying to remember, there was like a Piper Cub or something in there. From memory. I could be wrong though. So that's where we are. We're parked on the runway. Image capture 2009. Oh yeah, look, that's 2009. Jesus, that's yeah. Yeah, I don't remember any building work. I don't know what they were putting in there. So that's where we are, and you can see how close we are to the water, look. And here's Whiddy Island. Now, the Bank House, this is the pub. And this is where you have lovely, lovely hang sandwiches, and also the lovely pints. They're absolutely savage down here. You know, they're absolutely savage. But it's a grand spot. And as I said, you go out to Whiddy Island for the day. They have chickens. Look, they have chickens running around in the pub on the ground. There's chickens and cats and dogs, and, you know, the cats are eating the chickens and the dogs are eating the cat. It's all mad down there, you know. There's the ferry, look, you know, and the driver, you know, the sea captain. I couldn't understand him now, but it's a lovely fella. That's the ferry, look. Oh Jesus, we're heading out to this place now. You know, and what's gas, right? When you're walking around the island, that's an old school, right? 1887, Whiddy Island National School, right? It's somewhere like, it's a place where time forgot, because there's a lot of ruins on the island. Not a lot of people live there anymore, but there's one house, and I'd say it was last lived in probably like the late 1970s, because you can get into it, and they have all the wallpaper, and it's mad looking now, you know, mad. So if you have a look at Whiddy Island, just to see it, there was, as I said, there was a terrible maritime disaster here back in the 70s. There's jellyfish. No one likes jellyfish. But they have, there's gun emplacements here. If you look here, see this? This is an old gun battery. Built with the British, and they were expecting the French to rally up here. You know what I mean? So they had a massive battery here. It had something else here. There's another battery, right? And they had one on the very end of it down here. Look, there's another battery. Because Bantry back in the day, all the ships used to come into Bantry because there was a big trade town and it had a harbour, you see. So the British put in gun emplacements here to protect the trade back in the day. It's mad, isn't it? So that's where all that was. A little late. Brendan, no, we still have a leg left to do. So yeah, that's where everything kind of went terribly wrong. Was it called the Whiddy disaster or something? It was a thing, right? Absolutely, it was a thing. But Whiddy Island, it's just different. And then you're back into Bantry, and there's a pub here in Bantry. The Brick. No, it's not the Brick Oven. Come up the road here. Is it roughly here? I'll see where the pub is now. Look, it's made out of wood, or the front of it is all done out like wood. Is it in here? There it is. The Snug. The Snug. Isn't that a class looking? 50. Yeah. You know, it was a thing, Malky. The Whiddy Island disaster. It was definitely a thing. Do you know? So there's the Snug. There's a couple of more pubs up and along, especially up here now. There's a pub. You've 3 or 4 pubs up here. Crowley's and what was the one? The one across the way. I thought there was one across the way. That anchor, I think it's a Spanish or French anchor. Hang on there now. There's Quills. There's another pub up. Is that it there? The Anchor Tavern. Is it the Anchor Tavern I'm thinking of? Let me have a look. There's Ma Murphy's. Sure, listen. Doesn't it look absolute? The old Fords look. I mean, isn't it a beautiful sight? Isn't it beautiful? Right? Absolutely brilliant. And they do Beamish because you're down that neck of the woods, lads. You know, you can get your Guinness, but you can also get Beamish. Have you ever tried a pint of Beamish? Savage. Murphy's is nice as well. You get Murphy's or Beamish down this neck of the. I mean, look how happy your man is with his pint. Do you know what I'm right? But where was the other one there now? The Barra's. The Brick Up, the Snug. Inside the Snug, it's an old bar. Just look at the pint. Right, you know. There's the Snug. And of course, they've all the usuals on tap. And there's your pint of Murphy's. Oh, Jesus. So there's the Snug. Where was the other one now up this way? I thought there was a pub across the way. The Bantry Historical Society Museum. Oh yeah. There's the old Irish money, look, on Arrogant. Ismahlum Arrogant. Where is this now? Wolftown Square. DeBarra's. Where was it? You have Murphy's, the stuff. The Boston Bar. The Boston Bar. That's like, there now. See them? Superior Tato. Superior. Right? A chip pie sounds to a chip pie. It looks like Christmas. Do you know? Interesting. But yeah, that's Bantry. Yeah, I should. I absolutely should. The Irish government and Fáilte Ireland should be like, Murph, listen, you're the good, you know your stuff, you know. Not good to see you, you're killing me, stop. Here, look at this, look. Bantry House. You know, I like to stay here. I mean, they tend to open this when I'm there, you know. Mervyn, straight in, sir, you know. But you can do a day tour out here, and the gardens, they're nice, they're lovely. And you go inside in the castle, I think, or the house. Very kind of BJany then, isn't it? It was very nice. And you go on inside and, you know, I mean, the decor is exactly what you'd find in Murph Manor, you know. And the old workhouses then, you know. There's Biddy. She couldn't handle it, so they made her a statue. Couldn't handle it, right? But yeah, that's lovely now. And you can actually see that they'll bring it out that direction when you're heading out to Whiddy Island. You see. So you'll actually see a great spot of Bantry House as you're going out to Whiddy Island. It's nice now, you know. As long as someone else is doing the gardening, yeah, 100%. And then you have a stone, right?
Can I get a refund?
It's just shag. No. Now the gas thing is, you might say, yeah, Murphy, the Irish, you're big into your stones. This thing is probably 3,000 years old, right? The early medieval, go away with that. What's the year of this gadget? A high cross. I can't read it. For security reasons, you know, we try and, you know, it's for security. But I imagine that's there now. Oh, Jesus, then nearly as long as Muse Fan, I'd say. Even longer, you know. The pillar stone. There's a signpost telling you where the stone is. I think the signpost is as old as the stone looking at it, isn't it? Jesus. Brilliant. The aqueduct. That's what the stone does, right? That poor old devil, he started off like that, and then he walked up to the stone, whoosh, instantly changed him. Brilliant. Do you know, boss man, thank you very much indeed. Cheers, man. 9 months. Cheers, buddy. But yeah, there's loads of things to do in kind of Bantry neck of the woods. It's good old crack. Ballylicky. Glanbeg. I've heard of Glenbay.
Put the car in
Jesus!
front of me.
Cracker! Thank you very much indeed. Lads, if you just got a tier 1 sub, thanks to Cracker 1963, do be sure to say thank you. The man is 11. Oh, come here, hang on, look, it's going to be night time. Balls, it's night time. Right. Let's not all panic. We need to get out of here quick. The Holy Stone, that's the one. Yeah. It's the Holy Stone. That's where we're going with it. Right, flaps for takeoff. I'm going to need all the lights this machine has. Let us see. Tablet? Shh. No, they're the control locks. Right, tablet. We want to... we could have went fishing. We want to... get that spotlight turned on. Easy. Make sure she's red. Yeah. Right, that'll work. Say, Mr. Egan, welcome in, Raiders. Hope you're having a great day, lads. You join us here with the Accu-Sim Comanche. We're on the ground here at Bantry. Here we are. We're on the ground here at Bantry in a very crowded place, and we're going to head up now to Kerry, Kerry Airport. Group code TTM. It was, but it wasn't doing good. It wasn't doing great business. Brilliant. Okay. Park and brake off. We're going to hold the brakes. Power coming in. And this is all going to happen terribly quick. Because it's a shockingly short runway. Speed alive. Alright, Betsy. 60, Chase. 60, 70. Yep, see Daisy. Right. We made it. Hey, Magic 888 is there. Haven't seen you in ages. Hope you're well, man. Laps in. Man alive, the Comanche is kick-ass, isn't it? Now, we're using some Active Sky here. It was upgraded to a level 2 relic. Kev Sim Corner, good to see you, Kev. Mustix, welcome aboard. Jeffrey B, welcome in. I forgot me Guinness. We're turning back. Right. Easy now, Jemima. Calm it all down. We'll need more than 2,000 feet on this one, as we will be crossing some high terrain. Makers Dave, good to see you, Dave. Okay, so put some power into our S-Tech autopilot and just let it do its thing here now in a moment. We want to continue to climb though, because like there's some mad we'll head out this way by Car Daniel. There's some mad weather afoot. And we just need to be mindful of our rate of climb here as well. Okay, autopilot. The stabilization mode. Now we'll go on to heading mode. And we'll continue our climb here for a moment. Just get up to about 2,000 feet. Gorgeous. And it'll be a nighttime arrival into Kerry. Brilliant. There's rain and snow afoot. Now, I could dial back the time of day because it's hard to see shagging anything, isn't it? So if we go back maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, something like that, right? There's 2,000 feet. We're going to go up to 2.5. And we want to watch out for we'll just watch out for the weather. So we go alt hold at 2.5 and we see what happens, right? Easy now. Right. We'll grab a hold of that now and see what happens. It's snowing and everything. This is deadly. Okay, what do you want me to do? Down trim. And we're going to ease off our manifold pressure. Ease off the RPM. We're going to keep the carb heat open. Something like that. Now, looking at Venture Sky, this weather is moving across the country, so we should start seeing gaps relatively soon. Do you know? Be mindful of the mountains here now, Murph. These will absolutely catch you out. There we go. Oh, it's bumpy too. What's your speed like? Right, ease off the L power again. That'll kind of do her. Tiny bit of mixture out as well. It's very pretty. It's horrendous weather, but it's always nice to fly in bad weather in the sim, isn't it? We can't see much, but that's the beauty of it all, you see. Ooh, tunage. Alexander, welcome in. Now, if Steiny is still here, Frankenstein, if you tune into the stream over on YouTube on the vertical stream, oh, hang on, I can show you here as well. I'm a special kind of Muppet today. Why isn't that working? Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong screen. Hang on, Steiny, I'll show you what I'm trying to show you from earlier. So using Garmin Pilot, and I think ForeFlight has the same, right? You're asking about, you know, this kind of synthetic vision along with your instruments. Like you can have on your phone, you see, right? And this is using the sim data to provide this stuff, right? But some of them work off the phone sensors, and then some of them can actually wire into the avionics in the aircraft, in the real world. Do you know? So that's what that gadget does. Right, how are we looking here? T's and P's. Sunday temperature still quite cold. We're heading up near enough to Carrantoul. We'll go terrain here at the minute. I put my head outside the plane. We want to be careful. Carrantoul is Ireland's tallest mountain. You know, we need to take a fierce handy there, lads. It could get terribly messy. The weather doesn't seem to be doing much. Oh, Jesus, look at this. Ah, gorgeous. Vulcan, good to see you. Synthetic vision, the vision you have when you don't have any. Right? So we just want to track west of Carrantoul because the ground gets very big very quick. This is TBHI is upside down. Rover Ireland, we're down the very southwest of it. We're between Kenmare, Carrantoul and Carsavine. You dragged yourself out of bed to see this, Murph. It's 4:30 in the morning. Dedication, Vulcan. Yes. Her natural state. Yeah. All right. Mountainous Regionus Maximus coming up. We're kind of fogging up in here. Hopefully that works. Very pretty. What has two Tums? I forgot about the tip tanks and the Bonanza. Oh, Jesus. Gorgeous. This is all around Carrantoul. That's Carrantoul off to our right hand side. Isn't it gorgeous? That's deadly looking. Chase plane Legato Stream Deck and Rex Atmos have all stopped responding. What? Captain Cocktail, really? Could be a Watson crash. Don't they all use... They all use, Wasm. Riot. All right. This works as well. Let me see. We're heading up to a place called Dingle. We'll ramble over to Dingle. The weather is shocking. We'll go out to Dingle here for the minute and see what there is to see. Not much, says you. It's very pretty, man. Like the weather, you just wouldn't be doing this, but the sim, and this is using Active Sky. Savage. Right, out to Dingle. Isn't it deadly, isn't it? Out in the snow. Full flaps aviation. Yep. An office with a view. Such a good plane, isn't it? I can't believe how well Active Sky is depicting the weather compared to what the sim is doing. Like, it's just... It's very, very good. Left a bit. It's sitting in your basket at the moment. 16 pounds.
Hello there.
Golden Balls, welcome up. Welcome in. Welcome up. Welcome in, Golden Balls. I can't speak. I'm enjoying the view too much. I mean, let's be real about it. If it was doing this outside, you wouldn't go outside. PS Miranda, TTM. Tango Tango Mike. Right. Over water for this one. And in about 10 miles we'll have Dingle. Then we're going to turn back in for the full stop in Kerry Airport. Tis a great machine. I didn't know that click spot. Cool. When you land at the next location, Murph, I've read it has VATSIM mode, where it uses reported VATSIM weather at destination and arrival, more precise in flight. Could you see if you can find a VATSIM mode option? Yeah, it's in here. So, if you go into options, if you go into your general options, see this VATSIM online weather? Use VATSIM weather for significant stations of the user flight plan, your departure, destination, alternate and route. And you just click on the little button. So it should load you exactly what VATSIM is reporting. Hey, Sir Camslot, good to see you. Audio. Play wind shear oral alert. Voice ATIS, which you can just dial in directly. Preferred audio. Select audio volume. Enabled voice sets. Force inches in voice weather. Or Q&H. That's interesting. Visibility. Fog layer. You can get real messy with, or real mad at this. Minimum surface visibility. 0. And then maximum surface visibility. Force low humidity and high visibility conditions. Couldn't tell you. Wind options. Like, this does a lot of great things when it comes to winds aloft. Do you know? Patrick, good to see you. I'll have to find your wallet. Maximum surface wind, turbulence. Force ATC wind lock. Enable so that surface wind will be minimum 6 knots and not changeable, or it won't change at your departure or destination, making AI runway selection predictable. Maximum wind shear. Maximum downdraft, updraft, realistic thunderstorms. Random light chop turbulence. And then you can reduce turbulence near surfaces. There's a lot of options with this. What about the clouds? Forces any broken coverage to the maximum 7/8 coverage. Add clouds for CAV OK. When enabled, additional cloud layers over 5,000 feet base will be created when appropriate, regardless of METAR. You know, Patrick, yeah, jump on in, buddy. There's tons of options here. I haven't, it's the first time I've used Active Sky in over a year. PMDG export. A path to export flight plan weather data to PMDG aircraft. Yeah, so it'll export. PMDG will take its weather from this. You know what I mean? We're flying around to Kerry at the moment. We're going to be doing a full stop in about 20 minutes though. We're just about to fly over Dingle. Fiber Strike, welcome in. Cheers, buddy. Hope you had a nice stream. The weather is absolutely horrible, but we're loving it. Jeez, we've got a good few people flying today on a Sunday. Right, Dingle. And we can't see much. Not a hope of seeing now, what's his name, Furby. So hard right coming in now, lads. All the way over to 09 or 0 degrees. Easy, easy. And we are using stay intentions, so let's try and get the ATIS from Kerry.
RO advise on course heading, altitude, and if traffic service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions.
Patrick, thank you for the follow.
Advise on initial contact. You have information Papa.
Papa?
Kerry Airport. Information Papa. 1630 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 26. Wind 080 at 4. Visibility 2. Sky conditions. Few at 1200 feet.
Information Papa. Kerry Airport, Echo India, Tango Tango Mike. We are 25 miles to the west, inbound for a full stop landing. We've information Papa. Let's see what they say.
Echo India, Tango Tango Mike, Kerry Tower. Enter left downwind for runway 26.
Roger, enter left downwind, runway 26. Echo India, Tango Tango Mike. Ooh, ATCage.
Hello
Okay, so. We'll enter left downwind. Alright, that'll do. Lava, welcome in. Murph, Lions, Barrys, or Bewleys? Ah, Jesus. I suppose Barrys. Lions isn't bad either now, but Barrys is, you know, Barrys tea. What's the flight sim? Lava, this is Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. It's very good. Or Lions when they had the pyramid bags. Do you remember those things? Unleash the flavors.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Thank you, Vibe. Did that lag it or light is shagged? Thanks, Viper. What airport are we going to? Echo India Kilo Yankee. This does not look like Flight Sim 2024. What do you think it looks like, Lava? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Or you think it looks like something else? Looks real live. I gotta say, man, it's looking most impressive this evening, isn't it? It's looking gorgeous. It really, really is. We're doing okay. 2,500 feet. We're heading direct now to Kerry. We are now 20 miles out. 10 minutes out. GPU is screaming. Kerry Airport. Yeah. Echo India Kilo Yankee. 'Tis only gorgeous over Maine in the sim of the moment, was it? Yeah, it's not terribly nice here, although the temperature is just above 0, which is accurate. But yeah, very interesting weather for sure. You know, bit chilly, freezing. Yeah, we'll go to Kerry or Maine. Yeah. Could I join? Yeah, come on in, Patrick. We're on the Southeast Asian server. We're going to be wrapping it up soon, but yeah, dude, absolutely join us. All our group flights, like, if you've never flown in a group flight before, don't be afraid of it, just jump in. Clappy, I probably don't need to get further correspondence on the situation. Clean your room, will you? Jesus. Southeast, yes. So Patrick, if you're unsure about multiplayer, if you type in to the chat, ! How to multiplayer, and it's all one word, how to multiplayer, hit enter, you get a link to one of the videos on YouTube. It'll explain to you how to set up your settings for multiplayer. Lava ! Specs. The bot has had years of training. He still messes up, mind you. Years of training. Right, a little bit. What's the new groupie thing, Murph? So it's a new feature currently in development by Say Intentions, where it's going to allow you to create your own group flights, as in manager group flights, outside of the typical Microsoft Flight Sim servers, right? Therefore, you can create the departure, the arrival, what your call sign is. Everyone has their own frequency, group frequency. You can be chatting away to each other in the sim, right? Problem is, you're on Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. Unfortunately, there's no native crossplay with 2020 or 2024. Which, to be honest, there should be. You know, same with friggin' PlayStation. Just have everyone flying together. It really shouldn't matter what sim people are flying on. Like, you know, Microsoft talk about multiplayer, but like, make it proper multiplayer. There should be crossplay. There's no reason why there cannot be crossplay between both sims. There is no reason, you know? Totally should be. Insane they didn't make it work together. Yeah, it's nuts. What ATC do I use? We're using Say Intentions. I use a mix of Say Intentions and VATSIM. So, like, we can ask for a little help here as well with ATC. Kerry Tower, Echo India, Tango Mike. We're unfamiliar with the area. Can you help us with some vectors to final, please? And that's what's forgiving about using Say Intentions. So I can't...
Echo India Tango Mike. Climb flight level 070. Turn right. Heading 170 vectors for the visual runway 26 approach.
I don't need to climb, but okay, we'll just agree. Roger, climb flight level 070, turn right heading 170, vectors for the visual runway 26 approach. Echo India, Tango Mike. I'm cross because I'm not playing, I'm still trying to wake up. It's grand, Vulcan. So they're giving us a course of 170, which, well... that's going to put us fairly south of the field. Be interesting, though. but it can be very forgiving, especially when starting off and learning how to operate under air traffic control, right? Because voice procedure is very important, real world and VATSIM and that kind of stuff. But when you're starting out, there's a couple of things, right? You want to be able to break what's called mic fright, and it's a real thing. I mean, sitting there pressing a button to talk to another human, it can be a scary process because you're thinking, oh, I don't want to get this wrong, right? Or I don't want someone giving out to me. So say intentions like smashes through that because, well, it's AI. Do you know what I mean? So if you're not sure, you can either ask the ATC or there's other features. For instance, if I were to
Echo India Tango Tango Mike. Enter left downwind for runway 26.
Roger, enter left downwind runway 26, Echo India Tango Tango Mike. So if I wanted to turn on another feature, and this is called Mentor. Now the Mentor is going to help me how to fly, and there's a number of different voices here. So Jonathan Beckett, nice. Now, hello, Jonathan. We've just been cleared to make a left downwind approach for runway 26. Can you talk me through this procedure? Our plan is to land. So you can have other characters, if you like, in the sim as well.
To execute a left downwind approach for runway 26, maintain your current altitude and heading as you enter the downwind leg. Once you're abeam the runway threshold, reduce your speed and configure the aircraft for landing. When you reach a 45-degree angle from the runway, begin your turn to base. Keep an eye on your spacing from the runway and communicate with ATC as needed. You've got this.
Jesus, his voice is bang on, isn't it? You ever watch Jonathan Beckett? Great YouTube content. Jay-Z's bang on there. Now we can do other characters. Who else do they have now? They have Howard. So Forder learn to fly. Hi Howard, can you talk me through the process of a visual approach? We're entering on the left downwind. Hey Zybot, good to see you. Patrick, sure, man. You see, head on over to our Discord.
Absolutely. During a visual approach, you'll want to maintain visual contact with the runway and other traffic. As you're on the left downwind for runway 26, ensure you're at the appropriate altitude, typically around 1,000 feet AGL. Once you have the runway in sight, you can begin your turn to base and then to final. Remember to adjust your speed and configuration as needed for landing. Keep an eye on your glide slope and aim to be stabilized by the time you reach the final approach fix. You've got this.
Exclamation point Discord. Christian says didn't sound like him. It did. Jonathan? Yeah, it did. Now this fella doesn't sound like anyone I know, but sure, listen. Can you explain to me a visual approach? We are on the left downwind for runway 26 and our plan is a full stop landing. A visual approach is when you navigate to the runway using visual references rather than relying solely on instruments. Since you're on the left downwind for runway 26, keep an eye out for the runway and any traffic. Maintain your altitude and speed, and be ready to adjust your approach as you get closer. It's all about visual cues, so trust your instincts and the view outside. Now, I wouldn't listen to him. Sounds like a real agent. Yeah. Don't know who that is, but he sounds like Paddy from Emmerdale. Haha, brilliant. Don't know who that muppet is. Thanks, lads. Yeah. Jesus. Murph, will you say hello to the chat there? They think you're doing a great job as me mentor. Easy now. There's a runway. Hello to everyone in the chat. I'm thrilled to be here, and it's fantastic to hear such kind words. Let's keep soaring high together.
Jesus.
Not accurate. Where's the Jesus? Oh, you can say Jesus. The invitation link says it's expired. What? Discord.gg/Two-Tone Murphy. Muse fan also, yes, 100%.
Jesus.
Ah, Jesus, Murph, we're nearly there. Aye, we're just about to land at Kerry. Remember to configure the aircraft for landing. Gear down, flaps set, and keep an eye on your speed. You're doing great. Thanks very much. Anyway, you get the idea, right? You can use all of these other characters to help you along with your flight. Mentor, co-pilot. The co-pilot can actually interact with the aircraft as well, especially if you're looking at the likes of the PMDG stuff, the 737. Incredible. We do have a bit of snow, we do. Echo India Tango Tango Mike, we are on the left downwind, runway 26.
Echo India Tango Tango Mike, report base.
Roger, will report base. Echo India Tango Tango Mike. Alright. Autopilot off. Mixture rich. And we wait for about 45-degree angle over our left shoulder. That's roughly, once it gets to that position, then we can start our turn. Come here, did you hear the Generation 3 voices coming to say intentions? Holy crap, did you hear them? We've been going through it on Wednesday at the news, but like, oh lads, unbelievably good. The 3rd gen AI voices, like, it's friggin' nuts. Jesus. Alright, start our turn, speed coming back. Watch rail car, Pete. Yeah, Malky, unbelievable, right? Hey, Briggsy, good to see you, buddy. 3-day break, stay overnight at Heathrow. Ooh. You're watching your favourite streamer and in a restaurant eating fish and chips with mashy peas. Jesus. If it ain't grok, I don't want it. Echo India Tango Tango Mike, we are on base runway 26. Alright, gear down.
Echo India Tango Tango Mike, wind 080 at 4, runway 26, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 26, Echo India Tango Tango Mike. Alright, easy does it. I'll give you a listen to those Gen 3 voices before I go, because they are incredible. Absolutely brilliant, just brilliant. Your second favourite actor right there, Colomini. First is Patrick Stewart. Yes.
Approaching runway 26.
And that's also Say Intentions providing me with the runway alert awareness system. Class. Class. Can I send the link to my book here? Patrick, no, links don't work in Discord or in Twitch, I'm afraid. Easy now. Speed is good. You better butter the bread. Ooh. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? It's gorgeous, man. The sim is running gorgeous. So the weather is actually live weather, but we're using Active Sky. And I'm actually shocked with how well it's running. Also, I'm running me PC on balance mode, which I've never done before with the CPU. It's flawless. It is absolutely having a laugh. We're very high here. Don't panic. Right. Let's see, can we fix this? Find the church.
Oh, Jesus.
Easy now. Long landing here should be okay because, well, the ramp is way up the top. So to be getting angry, Murphy, if you don't follow instructions. You might do with the updates. Yeah. Right, we're a little bit high, but again, I don't need to touch down till halfway down. Like, we've loads of room. Loads of room. Easy now.
Oh, Jesus.
Is there traffic on the active? It's multiplayer. You can't really... I mean, there are other players, like, you know what I mean? So if you're using, like, an actual ATC environment, you'd be landing without other traffic, you know what I mean? Alright, watch your speed here.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Thank Stew! Jesus! Right, easy, Murph. Don't float it. 81 feet a minute, that'll do her nicely. Alright. Laps in. Nice and easy. Small bit of braking. Like, what's good about the Comanche as well, like, if you go too hard on the brakes, they heat up and they become less effective. They have to cool down.
Jesus.
Savage. Don't float in, he says. He floats halfway down the runway. Listen, riot. I was just making sure that the sand was gone from underneath, you know. Thank you, Malky. Way better than the last one. Oh no, someone had a terrible accident. Jesus. It's alright, Crawdad. No one saw it. No one saw it. It's alright.
Echo India Tango Tango Mike, exit at Alpha Enable. Contact ground on 121.6.
Roger, exit enable and over the ground 121.6 for Echo India Tango Tango Mike. Thanks.
Approaching runway 7.
Kerry ground, Echo India Tango Tango Mike. We have vacated runway 26 on Alpha. Request taxi to parking. Ooh. Sit tight here for a moment.
Echo India Tango Tango Mike, taxi to apron gate 1 at your discretion. Good day.
Taxi apron gate 1, my discretion. Good day. Echo India Tango Tango Mike. Alright. We don't need our strobes now. Welcome to Kerry.
Approaching runway 7.
Say intentions. I'll give you a listen to these voices, lads. They are absolutely savage. They're called the new AI Gen 3 voices. They're not available yet, but Brian did a live stream the other day. Jesus, the things.
Approaching runway 7.
The things coming to Say Intentions, it's going to be absolutely class. Class.
Approaching runway 7.
Thank you. Alrighty. Brakes on. And we'll go ahead and get rid of those lights. And avionics coming off. Mags. Mixture. Prop out. Tablet needed. And let's get our lights on. Beacon light is still on, so we'll come down here. This is for you for the moment. Wrong button, Murph. Beacon light. Master battery switch. Fuel tanks off. Thank you. Bring our tablet up again, and let's secure the aircraft. So we're going to say wheel chocks, tie downs, control locks, heater cover, defroster not needed. It does work, by the way, the defroster in this aircraft. So if you land your if I left me plane now, right, and leave it sit overnight and it's proper cold, and you hop in the next day, it's right. You need to heat the aircraft. But anyway, that went all terribly well. So I'll give you a listen. We'll also change the time of day. I have to. Active Sky was absolutely flawless there, wasn't it? We'll go back to daytime here. Active Sky was really, really flawless there. It did just an incredible job of depicting the weather. Do you know? What am I doing here now? Stop pressing buttons. Vectors to final. You need to hear this. It's class, right? Bum bum. Bum bum. Right, stand by. Right, you just need to have a listen to this.
As soon as it becomes economically and technologically viable. All right?
Have a listen.
Let me give you an example.
This is Brian.
I want you guys to hear this. So this is one example of many. Our AI voices are obviously one category of about 10 different areas where we're using true AI, whether predictive AI or generative AI or something like that, to enhance your flight simulation experience. This is, again, one tiny example, but I wanted you guys to hear what does the next generation of this stuff sound like? So these Gen 3 AI voices are like, oh, they're so good. Give this a listen. I want you to hear what this sounds like. Here you go.
American 1355 Kennedy ground, pushback and engine start approved, tail northeast. Lufthansa cargo 14 heavy Miami Sour, roger, continue ILS runway 9er approach. Frontier flight 466, contact departure on 120.8. Delta 035 heavy, climb and maintain flight level 260.
Guys, if you can tell the difference between that and a real human, you are far better than I am, because in my opinion, that is indistinguishable from what you hear on live ATC. Those voices are AI generated. Check this out. Here's another example.
Delta 518 heavy, NorCal approach, climb and maintain flight level 260. Exit at 367 Las Vegas Tower, runway 26 right, wind 070 at 5. Call nav Woody Coast for takeoff. Delta 1702 Boston Center, good afternoon.
Yeah. Now, we can take it one step further with these new voices. We can add emotion directly into these Gen 3 voices. All right? I want you to hear this, because in this one, we've told the controller to sound slightly amused. Now, again, the AI can drive the emotion. The AI can decide the emotion, but making that emotion sort of manifest itself as part of the voice output is incredibly difficult. And it's impossible with the Gen 2 AI voices, but with Gen 3, listen to this.
Southwest 3175, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.1 when ready.
I don't know if you
Delta
just...
1022, read back correct. Contact ground on 127.925.
Jesus.
American 302, Los Angeles Tower. Winds 220 at 6, runway 24 right, clear to land. American 786 Heavy, contact ground on 121.8.
I don't know if that's pulling it out. I'm going to play this again. What I want you to hear, this is really important, is that this guy is in a really good mood. He's having a good day, right? Now remember, we can do this with any voice. We can make the controller sound frustrated, angry, terse, but this guy is having a good day. Listen to this again.
Southwest 3175, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.1 when ready.
Like, that's absolutely deadly, right? And the fact that they're able to, they'll be able to respond to what you're saying. Do you know what I mean? So this is brilliant. Now, this is what they're looking at, obviously, for this year and beyond, right? But the new Gen 3 AI voices, right? And I gotta say, I mean, they sound incredible. They really, really do. Like, even now, the voices, even coming into Kerry there, the sounds are getting better. Before, it was always that guy, heading 180, do this, and it was all very kind of robotic, right? It was still way better than, like, Cessna 2470, Los Angeles Tower, right? The default sim ones are just, forget about it. The Say Intentions ones were always, they were good. And even listening to the Beyond ATC ones, some of their accents in areas were like, Jesus, that sounded really good. This stuff now, what Say Intentions are bringing into the fold, unbelievably good. Unbelievably good. So, very, very impressive. Very impressive. And the fact that they can put emotion behind it as well, even having ATC kind of responding with a little bit of a giggle and whatever, it's making it very human, because you don't usually hear that. You might hear them get tick, right? But it'll be interesting to see how it all kind of work in to one another. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's going to be very, very immersive when they start dialing all this in. And like, we'll go through more of this on Wednesday on the news, but just incredible, like where AI is going. It's getting frightening. And like, there's something up in the world, lads. Like, something's coming. We don't know what it is, but like, when you have everyone gone off now to, like, as in big companies, they're investing heavily in like hardware to run these AI farms and all this jazz, something is about to hit. So whatever the next generation of AI is going to be able to do, don't know if anyone uses AI, but you know, your ChatGPT or your Gemini or Grok, whatever they are, simple kind of helping you to build, be it documents or programs or, you know, anything really. And then you can see them where they're advancing now with, you know, image creation or video creation, and it's getting frightening. Agent mode. Have you ever heard of this agent mode? With ChatGPT, it'll go off and you can give it. I haven't used it. I've read about it though. You can give it like your calendar access or your email, and it'll go off and it'll say, you know, hey, I want you to book me into the hotel on this date, and I need a car for this. It'll go off and do all these things for you. Your own assistant. They call it agent. That's where the world is going with this. It's frightening, you know. Imagine this with VATSIM handoffs. You'd barely notice the difference. 100%. 100%. And like, it's a thing I need to kind of figure out with the VATSIM stuff. Did I mention it to Brian already? I need to have a chat with Brian just to see, because all I'm looking for is perhaps a procedure. Handoffs both ways is now working, right? It's now working. But I'm unsure. Say, for example, if we're all flying along and VATSIM ATC say, right, you know, monitor Unicom or over to advisory, no further ATC, and then, you know, say intentions, that'll pick up the ball and say, all right, okay, we got your flight details. We'll now provide your ATC coverage, right? And that works. The flip side of that is, you know, you take off in an area that doesn't have VATSIM coverage, you're flying with, say, intentions, then say intentions will know, hey, you actually have VATSIM ATC up the road, go over and talk to them now, right? And the caveats are, you know, make sure you have two different button binds, make sure you're not broadcasting your VATSIM communication to say intentions and vice versa. But the question was then, well, how do we figure out if we're on advisory, if we're on Unicom, and we need to talk to other pilots on the VATSIM network that perhaps say intentions can't see this traffic, and we need to give them position reports or, hey, what are you doing? Or, you know what I mean? That's where it's a little bit, for me, I've yet to understand it properly. So I wanted to have a catch up with Brian, just what's the best way to do this? Because I think that's probably one of the last things from a controller perspective, right? And a pilot. We're thinking, well, how is this going to work? You know? So, there's no doubt though, the stuff Say Intentions are doing, like them voices, like they're just, I think they're incredible, man. I think they're just brilliant.
Difference between that
like
and
this,
a real
like
American 1355 Kennedy ground, pushback and engine start approved, tail northeast, Lufthansa cargo 14 heavy Miami South.
Like they're excellent lads. They're excellent, do you know? So yeah, it'll be very interesting to learn more and hear more with the updates coming in 2026. But anyway, lads, listen, that's going to do us for today. I want to thank you all so very much indeed for tuning in. It was a nice little flight. We took off from Burr, we flew down to Cork, and then Cork over Kerry, bit of messing in Bantry on the way. And of course, we were using, for the first time in a very, very long time, we were using ActiveSky. And I have to say, its depiction of live weather is on the ball tonight. It's on the Lee Roadie tonight. It's working very, very well, because even now, if anyone's using the sim, I mean, if you're on live weather, do you have snow on the ground in Kerry on live weather? You know what I mean? This is the depiction that we're getting. And I remember ActiveSky, like, it wasn't that, it was all right, but like, even the clouds, how it was drawing the clouds and all this, I mean, it's doing a great job. It used to like tin them out and all this kind of stuff, you know. PS Miranda says no snow in Kerry using live weather. It's just mad, isn't it? It's just mad what it's able to do now. So yeah, excellent stuff from ActiveSky. Also, if anyone's wondering, the vehicle mod from Pyrig, I'm using them. So you'll see your road traffic. They're the new vehicles, looking a bit better for sure. Doesn't exactly correct how, you know, what side of the road. You are in Kerry, I suppose. They'll drive any side of the road. But do you know what I mean? Brilliant. Just load into LAS using ActiveSky. Loaded up live stream of it. It's pretty much spot on.
Oh, Jesus.
Have fun with it, Naughty, and let us know how you get on with it. A great way of testing any weather engine, be it in the sim or be it any weather, right? What I want you to do, head on over to a website called badbadweather.com. If you go into this website, badbadweather.com, this will show you all different types of weather along with, so say for example, I want to go somewhere that has thunderstorms. All right. The whole world? Canada? Okay, it's not loading thunderstorms. What, there's no thunderstorms in the world? This is so funny. The one day I click into it, it's not working. Right, try this website. It should be working. Doesn't seem to be working at the moment. Are we going to, like, you know, Iceland, Greenland? Where are we looking? Eastern North Pacific. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be working. Give it a moment and see if it can load back in. Because what it does, right, it'll show you the station as in its ICAO code, and it'll give you the information of what's happening with regards to the weather. So it's a great way of testing to say, or to see, you know, is the weather doing what it should be doing? Do you know? But yes, I probably did break it. But anyway, lads, that's going to do it for this evening. I want to thank you all so very much indeed. We're back tomorrow at 2000 Zulu time as we continue on with our rise and fall of Napoleon. We're going to be taking out the TBM 850 for a flight out of Bilbao. We're going to be heading down to Madrid ultimately to enjoy some scenery and learn a little bit more about Napoleon. So that's tomorrow, and then we have a full week schedule as well. We've 2 streams on Tuesday, the news on Wednesday, 2 streams Thursday, and we have a group flight in the United States happening next Friday. So plenty of flying left to do this week, and I'll probably have to take Active Sky out for another jaunt because I thought that went very, very well. So until tomorrow, you can catch us on Discord prior to that. That's where we hang about. But until tomorrow, thank you so much for tuning in, and you take care.
You shouldn't be.
Do you need a hand?
No, I don't need a. Do I need a hand?
It's heavy, yeah. Jesus, Burr! What have you done?
Trying to turn, and we'll start advancing that mixture back in here now shortly. Come on, prop.
Sink rate.
You're all right.
Sink rate.
Okay.
Up. Sink rate.
Give us a bit of air in the nose there. Nearly. Come on, Betsy, you can do it. We need the wind. Oh, bother. We need more speed. This isn't dangerous at all. 110, 120. Mixture in. The mixture's in. Come on. She doesn't want to play. She nearly got there. Hang on now. Easy. There she goes. Jesus. If it didn't kick off, lads, I would have died immediately. Think about it now, right? I'll sing it for you. Everybody's looking at my tight pants. He's got his tie.